You owe me $10.
He hasn't done it 10 times.
I'm going up to $5 a time.
No, you can't do that.
Yes, I am. Every time that he comes in the studio and talks to me, I'm charging you $5.
Okay. I'm going to subcontract Eddie then.
You could do that if you wish. So how are you going to do that?
For every $5, I'll give him another 2 to stab him. I bet it only happens once.
You know he's not really going to do that. So how are you going to deal with this in real life?
I don't know.
I don't want him to come in here. I don't want him to come in here and talk to me.
I know he doesn't.
He's driving me nuts.
He just walks in.
And I come into the studio. First thing, he's standing there. He wants to talk to me. I'm coming in, and I'm getting in my zone, getting ready to get on the air. I don't want him sucking the life out of me.
But he's the producer. He has to talk to you from time to time.
I don't want him talking to me.
Okay. You want everything to go through me?
Yes.
Okay. Sure, I know.
For some reason, you don't suck the life out of me.
Okay.
He does.
Okay.
I'm telling you. Okay. You don't get pasty skin like that without being some kind of energy life sucker. I bet you if you checked his driver's license, it showed that he's about 263 years old. Because he goes from probably started with, vaudeville, worked his way.
I see what you're saying.
Worked his way into radio and then television.
Right.
I'm surprised he hadn't gone to movies to suck the life out of those people.
You hired him.
Then you know what? I certainly don't mind admitting when I've screwed up. Okay. I have screwed up horribly.
Not really.
Yes, I have.
He really does work hard. I see him up here.
All right. Let me throw this out to you,
all right,
if I might.
All right.
You contend that he's not retarded.
He's not retarded.
Would you agree that he's stupid?
No. He's very well educated. If you think by stupid, he's dumb, no. Doesn't think things all the way through and doesn't think the consequences through at times.
To me, that definition would be stupid.
Okay, if that's your definition then.
I'm in the studio last night. After the show, lights are off.
Okay.
Blinds are closed in here.
Okay.
Just me and Katana.
Okay.
He comes into the studio, stands at the edge of the console, and stands there.
Tell me you're kidding, right?
I swear. Finally, I look at him. I take a swig of the bottle of Jack, and I go, thanks, get out. And he's got this surprised look on his face like,
okay, he's stupid. No, I don't know. Okay, I'll talk to him. I'll have another talk.
Love hanging out with him when we're not working.
Right.
That's fine. He seems to be a normal person.
Right.
There's just something about the work environment that makes him stupid. I don't know what it is.
I got the answer.
Okay.
He instant messages me. He has a little instant message thing that pops up.
Yes.
When he has a question, instead of coming in here, he can instant message me.
Right.
And I can ask you.
Yes.
And then I can answer him back. That way, he really never has to come in the room unless you specifically go, Trey, come here.
Right. Okay. That's the new system.
Okay.
Anytime he comes in here during a break and I'm trying to relax.
Yes.
It's $5. He's going to eat your bonus. Sure as I'm standing here. Every penny of it.
I'll make sure he understands. Instant message. Any question.
Right. So, what was it he wanted when I walked in the studio?
I don't have any clue. I'm sorry. Trey, instant message me the question you had for him before the show.
He can talk to me on the two-way.
Oh, on the two-way. Here we go.
I'll allow that.
Pick up the two-way.
What was it you wanted?
Jackal's coming to town. Do you want him in studio?
Oh, don't get pissy with...
He's mad. Oh, no.
I handle it.
Okay.
don't even know what he asked.
Jackal.
What about
You
him?
want him in the studio?
Yes.
Yes.
Jesse's also always welcome in the studio. What kind of stupid question is that?
He just likes to make sure because...
It's Jackal.
I know.
Jesse has carte blanche. He can do whatever he wants.
Okay.
Oh, and you have another tongue with.
I will. Yes.
Maybe it's time for him to, go beyond the show. Go ahead and look into being the double launch spy like he's always wanted.
Okay.
Hollywood director or something like that.
All right. We have been holding him back
I believe we have.
from his dreams.
All right. I don't have anything else. Ready to go? Anything new with you, Everett?
No, nothing new.
Okay. I went and got my eyes examined last night.
Oh. How'd that go?
Dr. Ty Light confirmed what Everett's been telling me for 3 or 4 years,
Excellent. Well, I mean, is that good news, bad news?
that I'm myopic,
I have no clue what that means.
nearsighted.
I wasn't speaking to your eyes.
I understand that. But now I sit in front of 5 or 6 machines, and it confirmed that Everett's been right the whole time.
And you would be a great candidate for this surgery?
Yes, I believe so.
Good. Okay, are we doing it? Saturday? Friday. You said Friday.
I don't know yet. I got a lot of plans for the weekend.
Okay. What are you going to do? It's Memorial Day. We got 3 days off.
Buying flags, putting them in the front yard, putting up red, white, and blue lights.
Are you really?
Yeah, it's Memorial Day.
Oh, I know that.
The people that died for our country.
I realize.
What are you doing?
I don't have a house to put red, white, and blue lights on.
I understand. I'm sure you're doing something in another fashion to remember the people that have given their life for our country. What are you doing?
I'm
Of
going to Galveston.
course
for the
you are,
weekend.
because that's the big memorial place.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. Have a big time on the beach. You going to pretend like you're at Normandy?
Yes. Well, mock Normandy thing.
Okay.
I fly a flag at my house every day.
Whoop-de-doo.
And have since long before 9/11, I might add.
Oh, okay.
In fact, I've gone through 2 flags since 9/11.
Well, aren't you the patriot?
Well, I think so. You don't have to stay at home and put up banners to be patriotic.
Okay.
Well,
Have a big time in Galveston.
it's 3 days.
I understand
You
that.
get out of town a little bit.
Okay.
Are you going to a parade? Are you going to do anything really patriotic?
No, just the reenactment I'm going to have on my front porch.
Of
Gettysburg.
I see. You had to ask Eddie what was going to happen on your front porch.
Eddie's in charge of it.
I see. Okay.
His mom's making the costumes.
Oh, I'm really sick about missing it.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, so yeah, driving out there. First of all, I'm lost because somebody doesn't know the exact address of his sponsor.
Oh.
So I go out 183, and instead of hanging a right like I'm supposed to, Eddie says hang a left. Finally, I'm on MacArthur, and I pass Rock Island.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't mean the street, I mean the actual railroad station.
Yeah, you're off course.
Yeah. So I call them, they went, we're back the other way off of 183. So I turn around. Irving Cop pulls me over.
No. For what?
My tags are out.
Oh. Did he
Yes.
write you?
Of course.
Oh. Know who you are?
No.
Well, you hand him your license.
Yeah?
It says Russ Martin on it. Maybe he'd know.
This is Russell. Maybe it throws him off. I don't know.
We have the media thing hanging around the rearview mirror.
That's all right. So anyway, then I go and finally get everything done. Sit in front of a bunch of machines. They tell me I got perfect eyes. I'd be a good candidate.
Good. You don't know whether you're going to do it because you get a big
I
one.
got stuff going on this weekend. It's a
Okay.
big Memorial Day weekend.
Yes.
I don't have time to recover from surgery.
I understand. But if you don't have time this weekend, you never will unless you do it during the week we're off.
I might do it the July 4th week. I have to go put up my flags. I have plenty of them to put up. All the red, white, and blue lights. I have the play that we're planning on my front porch.
None of that's happening.
Mm-hmm.
No. You're just making fun of me because I'm going to Galveston. And I'll bet you Trey's the one that told you because I'd made the reservations online and he walked up and staring over my shoulder the other day.
Possibly.
That little... Jesus. You're never allowed in the studio again. Instant message. God. I just get so sick of him standing behind me and looking over my shoulder and stuff.
I know. I told you before. He just knew doggy dog.
I swear. I thought at the time he didn't see anything.
But I like the fact that he's in the building because that's the way I learn about everything that's going on.
Yes, you do.
What else you doing this weekend?
Nothing. What?
Nothing.
What did he tell you?
I don't know anything.
Nothing.
What is it you think I know?
I don't know what you know.
Okay, then. Then I guess I don't know anything, and I drop it.
Is this throw tray under the bus day? That's what he wants to know.
No, we're going to have him permanently affixed there.
Like Keanu Reeves in that movie?
Yes.
Hanging underneath.
Yeah. All right. I'm ready to start if you are. Mm-hmm. Seems like there's something else that happened last night. I can't remember. That was it.
Okay.
I think I was there for about an hour. I sat in front of a bunch of machines, and I guess each one just maps the inside of your eye.
Right.
Then he came in and poked me in the eye.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Mm-hmm. Alec doesn't do that.
They put that numbing stuff in my eye.
Did they?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
No, they don't do that till the surgery.
They did.
No, they don't.
Yes. And they kept coming in to check to see if it was numb yet.
They don't do that until the surgery. Ouch!
He did that 3 times.
I don't think that really didn't happen. No.
And he's got the biggest, meatiest fingers I've ever seen.
He does.
He don't just poke you on part of
He
the eye.
didn't poke you with them. He didn't poke you with them. He's a big guy. Doesn't poke you.
He could ask if my eyes are numb.
They don't numb your eyes for the exam.
Actually, they did. They checked me for glaucoma.
Oh, okay. Then they would.
Yeah. So, actually, I don't even know why they don't talk about that. They do complete eye exams. Mm-hmm. I'm not doing a spot for them here, but that's not the LASIK's not all they do. It's a eye care center. LASIK is one of the things they do, but you can get a regular eye exam there.
So if I went there and got my eyes examined, I could take that prescription and go get glasses?
Yeah, he gave me a prescription to get glasses while I'm deciding on what I'm going to do. So I'm going to try to find some place when we get off the air to go get. They do hours. I mean, it's still like lens crafters and stuff, right?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Any optician.
I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to get reading. I mean, I get these little readers that I bought at Albertsons, but
those are fine. Use those.
I'll get some real glasses.
All right. Yes, Jody?
Hey, how you doing, boss?
Good.
I wanted to ask JD a question real quick.
All right.
How's your drinking thing going, JD?
Fine.
Are you going to drink this weekend, being gone, Memorial Day and everything?
That will be a challenge. It'll be the first real challenge I think I've had. The boat wasn't this weekend just because everybody's watching me and having a Diet Coke.
And you're going to be out of town, so nobody's going to be watching.
You're right.
Exactly. That's what I was wondering because I'm supposed to go out of town, and I've quit a few days, too, trying to do like you, and it's going to be hard, I think.
This weekend will be tough. We'll see what happens.
Are you taking Joy?
To you, sir.
Thank you, Jody.
Later.
Was going to take Joy and my son, and he's not going.
All right, what about her?
I don't know yet.
Why?
I just don't know.
Why would you not take her?
She might have family things to do. They do things where she lives.
Okay.
So how long has it been since you've had a drink?
2 weeks Sunday.
Wrong.
I'm sorry, you're right. I had a bulimia. 2 bulimia.
3.
I had 2, but he said 3 at Dr. Tylock's house on Saturday.
Right.
Well, that's great, man. I mean, you're setting it aside, it sounds like.
Yeah.
But it's not like I twisted off and got a bottle of vodka after that. I could have left your house.
You don't get credit for that.
I'm saying.
Look at me. I could have.
Well, I could have. It's
I get credit. It's like coming into work and going, I ain't kill nobody today. Well, congratulations.
If I had a history of killing people, then that would be I do get credit for not drinking.
I could have stolen more.
Yeah. I get credit every day that I don't drink to myself.
All right.
So how you feeling? How's it going for you?
I'm feeling fine.
Sweats and everything are gone?
Yeah. I used the Revia to get over that, the cravings at first, and then the Ambien to help sleep. And that was only about 4 or 5 days.
And you're past all that?
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. You're over it.
No, I'm certainly not over it, but I'm over the initial withdrawal symptoms.
Let's get a bottle of Dom.
They're the hardest things. Let's don't.
Okay.
Let's don't.
All right. Do you have it? You already gave me the audio?
I did.
All right. Here we go then. All right. 328. JD Ryan's on Live 105.
Thank you, Russ. It's brought to us by KTXA TV and by SBC Communications for this Wednesday, May 21st, 2003. Mr. T turns 51 today. Notorious B.I.G. would have been 31. The Arab satellite station Al Jazeera aired what it said was an audio tape of Osama bin Laden's top lieutenant calling on Muslims to imitate the September the 11th, 2001 attacks in strikes on the United States and its allies in the war on Iraq. Consider your 19 brothers who attacked America in Washington and New York with their planes as an example. Children's voices were heard in the background. You probably heard yesterday's news. 20% of teenagers under 15 have had sex. Now there's more interesting statistics, this time from the Kaiser Family Foundation. More than 80% of teenagers say that kids they know drink and use drugs before having sex. And 70% of their friends don't use protection. Overall, 1 in 6 kids say that occasionally having sex without a prophylactic is no big deal. Looking for a new church? You might want to check out the Byzantine. Oh, Eddie told me how to pronounce that too. Byzantine. Thank you, Catholics.
More Catholics?
More Catholics.
What did they do?
Byzantine Catholic Priest Convention. They had a big convention in a fancy resort hotel. 74-year-old Monsignor Robert Yarkinez of this Byzantine church in Ohio has been seen roaming the halls drunk and without his pants and groping a female hotel clerk. Cops were called in. They began to restrain him. The pantsless priest began to grope the police. And propositioned them to have him to doing naughty things. The priest was he was charged with indecency and sexual, basically being dirty to the police. Grabbing the cops.
Grab a cop's crank? Really?
That's what they say.
You got to hand it to him for having balls.
Yes. And showing them. Aerosmith and Kiss are headed out on a massive tour beginning August 2nd in Hartford, Connecticut. And even though it's a co-headlining tour, Aerosmith will be closing every show. Aerosmith singer Steven Tyler made some comments about the tour in the Boston Herald this week. Don't know if he meant to talk trash, but it sounds like he honestly doesn't consider Kiss to be in Aerosmith's league. He said, quote, "Hey, Hendrix toured with the Monkees, and it didn't seem to hurt him." He justified Kiss being the opening act by saying, quote, "I look at it this way. Good music is like good sex. It starts with a little foreplay, a little kiss." Entertainment Weekly.
Well, that's right. He's right. Aerosmith is bigger than Kiss.
Yeah, but boy, Kiss puts on a hell of a show.
I understand.
I just can't imagine I would want to follow him. I mean, do you think Aerosmith's a better band or more of a show band?
I think they have more hits. Yeah. I could sit at an Aerosmith concert, and I like Kiss, but there are only a few songs that I like.
I agree.
Yeah, they're just known for their live show. I mean, that's their hallmark.
But I mean, Aerosmith has been around since they started.
Right.
They didn't have a downtime like Kiss did.
Right.
You hear that noise again? Is that Everett's mic? Is it?
Yep.
I thought they were going to fix that.
They were.
Okay. Did they?
They didn't, apparently.
Yeah. Did they fix the squeaky floor?
No.
What about the squeaky from?
No.
Hold on.
She's either still in prison or dead.
I don't hear anything over here.
It's normally over here.
It's just in that one spot.
I heard it. And they also need to fix Dan's mic in the other studio. It's got some kind of freaky noise going on in there. Turn your mic on, Dan. See?
That's just that room. There's just all kinds of junk in there. There's that printer going.
I don't care. It's a mic. Is it a broadcast studio?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, then if the printer or all the other stuff in there is great, they've had plenty of time to fix this. I'm trying not to be a dick about it, but these things need to be done. It's a broadcast facility. They need to put soundproofing in the auxiliary studio where all the the other shows are.
They sure do. I was listening to the new show last night, and it sounds like they're broadcasting from the front lobby of a Kmart.
Yeah. They need to put, with that many mics in a room, you need to have soundproofing all over the room. Why it's not in there, I don't know. I got some at home. I'll bring it up for them. How was the show last night? Was that good?
It was good. Yes. They're finding their way.
Better than the Goldberg?
Oh, yes.
Good.
Oh, yes. They'll do fine. They're finding their little niche, and I'm sort of trying to figure out who's who. And there's a lot of different voices.
I got a nasty voicemail from McNeil.
About what?
I'll play it for you as soon as I edit it.
Uh-oh.
Obviously, stop that. I don't know what's wrong with him.
He's been very, very cranky recently.
Look at him. He's killing himself.
I guess.
He's not taking in any carbs. He's getting smaller and smaller. He's an incredible melting man. I don't know when he's going to stop.
I'm just concerned he was falling asleep at his desk the other day. I mean, he's that tired, something's up.
You guys put him on my Deadpool list, right?
Yes.
Okay. That's a gold mine.
That's sick.
What?
He's our friend.
I understand that. I love the Bob. But if he's going to die, there's no reason I shouldn't benefit from it financially.
I see. All right.
I don't know what it is. He still says he's getting up and, working every morning, working out.
Right.
But he's still on that freaky Atkins diet.
There he is.
Doesn't he look like he's melting? Looks like he's wearing his daddy's clothes.
Stop it. Just concerned about him. Entertainment Weekly has served up the list of the greatest cult movies of all time. They are, can you even want to guess any of these? Or I'm just giving you
cult movies?
Cult movies of all time.
Give me a couple of, how many are on the list?
I have the top 10 here.
Just give me a sample so I know what you're talking about.
Shawshank Redemption is number 10.
That's a bad example.
Well, I'm just telling you what's on the list.
I hated Shawshank.
I liked it.
Well, I went to see it with a chick because she goes, hey, this is a Stephen King? Yes. Yeah, it was a Stephen King novel. So I went, all right, great, I'll go see it. It's some dopey prison movie. And it goes on and on and on. And who's the black guy that narrated it?
I don't know.
Morgan Freeman?
Freeman, yeah.
Yeah, he's narrating it. And the movie's going on, and people are hanging themselves and going, maybe he'll go next. Because once he hangs himself, narrator's gone, and movie's over. Oh, no, he lives all the way to the end.
Yes, he does. Repo Man's number 7, that kind of thing. Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Okay, all right, something like that. Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I agree with the top 2. Everything else I don't agree with.
Rocky Horror.
You're very good. That's number 2.
Okay. Cult.
What about Friday the 13th?
Not on here.
Really?
You'll be surprised at the other 2 that are in the top 5 that aren't than those, and that would be perfect for a cult film.
Maybe it made too much money. Normally, if it's, a
commercially successful.
Yeah, you don't really consider it a cult.
Right.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Let's see. So Halloween's going to be out.
Mm-hmm.
The Ghost and Mr. Chicken.
No.
The Incredible Mr. Limpet.
None of the Don Knotts films.
The Apple Dumpling Gang.
No, it didn't.
Wait, I'm almost there. Frogs.
No.
You remember Frogs?
No.
Oh.
Although the Ghost of Mr. Chicken was significant, if for no other reason, because that's why Don Knotts left the Andy Griffith Show.
To go do that?
Yes.
I love The Ghost of Mr. Chicken.
Right.
That's still one of my favorite Halloween movies.
Yeah, but it's kind of sad to think that he left Andy Griffith just to make that one film.
Well, he didn't do just that. He made a bunch of films in the 60s.
Well, yeah, I know, but I liked him in Andy Griffith.
I did too. But I remember my dad gave us the option. We're going to the drive-ins, or the drive-in, and he goes, all right, we got these 2 movies we can see. I still to this day can't believe he gave us an option. Because The Ghost of Mr. Chicken would have been like 1966.
Right.
So I was 6 years old.
Sure.
He gives us the option. Do you want to go see, it's a movie with Charlton Heston.
Ten Commandments?
Yeah. You want to go?
Oh, good call, Dad.
You want to go see the 10 Commandments or the Ghost and Mr. Chicken? Ghost and Mr. Chicken. Well, they have a lot of cool stuff in this 10 Commandments. They've got, he does this thing with the Red Sea where he splits it, goes to Mr. Chicken. And then, explains the Bible, goes to Mr. Chicken. And the 10 Commandments, goes to Mr. Chicken.
Is that what you ended up seeing?
Yeah. Attaboy Luther.
There you go.
They actually used that reference in, did you see the movie Kingpin with Woody Harrelson?
No.
He's the bowler guy?
I did, yes.
Right, and the whole thing is he's lost his hand in some kind of bowling accident, blah, 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 and now he's trying to win this great big, tournament. And right before he throws one of the balls, just somebody in the back goes, "Attaboy, Luther!" Just a reference out of nowhere that almost nobody would get. It was just, right, it's funny to me.
Okay.
All right, let's see, what are we talking about?
Cult movies. I'll give you the top 5.
I give up.
Pink Flamingos, number 5.
I don't know what that is.
Don't either. Harold and Maude, number 4.
Don't know that.
Oh, I can see that.
Freaks, number 3.
Don't know that.
Oh, that's a great movie.
What is Freaks?
Freaks was made in the 30s.
32.
And it was 32? Okay. It was filmed with Carnival Sideshow Freaks. Nothing but. So
That's why Eddie's smiling.
Oh, okay.
So you have like Torso Man and, the Rubber Woman and Slope Boy and.
Yeah, and it was like at the very end of the movie, there's a lady marries the sideshow freak, and then she has him killed, and so she at the end of the movie, all the sideshow freaks are chasing her, but it's during a lightning storm, and every time the lightning flashes, you see a different freak as they're coming over the hill to chase her. It was tough, man, for a 1930s movie.
I'll have to rent that then.
Yeah.
You really should.
Well, you jumped to number 5. What was the bottom?
Shawshank Redemption 10, Blade Runner number 9, Scarface 8, Repo Man 7, Texas Chainsaw Massacre was 6.
Okay.
And then Freaks at number 3, Rocky Horror, which you said at number 2, and this is Spinal Tap, number 1.
Yeah, I can see that with Spinal Tap. I never saw it, but I hear it's really good.
You've never seen Spinal Tap. You really should.
Yeah.
And Harold and Maude. It's about Bud Cort and Ruth Gordon meet. She's in her 70s, and he's a teenager. And
She was born in her 70s.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Mm-hmm.
But they end up seeing each other at funerals because that's their hobby. They go and watch funerals of people that have recently died and end up having a romantic interlude, and that shit's kind of disgusting if you just...
Did you say yes?
No.
Okay.
And I had a couple others. AskMen.com came up with the top 5.
Hold on. How are we doing, Eddie? All right.
Okay.
Can you say this?
Sure.
Is it fascinating?
It's just other movies, top 5 gangster movies, and the top 5 love scenes of all time in movies.
Hang on to that. What a great radio tease. I can't wait to see how this plays out. Very, very exciting day.
We'll be back with the Russ Martin Show.
All right. We didn't finish news, do we?
No, it's just the movie thing. I just found all these. I was doing a bunch of research, actually, for your trivia stuff, and I just came up with...
Do you still have some of those questions? Because now that Everett's here, I'll smoke his ass, too.
Yes, I still got them. But I've asked you most of the ones I found, so you'll know the answer.
Why you got to say that in front of Everett?
I'm sorry. I mean, yes, I've got brand new, fresh ones.
Good.
Sitting on my desk.
All right, go ahead. What did you
This
do?
is AskMen.com, the gangster movies. Top 5 gangster movies of all time.
Scarface.
All right, very good. Number 4.
What about The Godfather?
The trilogy is number 1. They put all 3 of them in one spot. You're right.
Goodfellas.
Number 2. You guys are good.
Miller's Crossing?
No, it's not on there. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it is number 3.
You tricked him by going down the list.
Sorry. Are you looking over my shoulder?
It's that sequential order that's getting you.
Did you already say?
You said Scarface. The only one you're missing now is number 5.
Okay.
And I don't remember this one. This is from 1949.
Oh.
Is it with Robert Stack?
I didn't say here.
The Untouchables.
Nope. White Heat.
Oh. Do what?
Jimmy Cagney, yeah.
Okay. All right.
And then Blockbusters conducted a poll of the most romantic couples, movie couples of all time.
When Harry Met Sally.
Is it?
How many people? How many things are on the list?
Well, I just have the top 5 here. They're not in the top 5.
Humphrey Bogart and Ingrid Bergman in Casablanca.
Not in the top 5.
Rock Hudson and that Doris Day chick.
Nope, not in the top 5.
Well, what are they then?
Nicolas Cage and Penelope Cruz in Captain Crowley's Mandolin, number 5.
I don't know what that.
That beat Casablanca?
It actually did.
Obviously.
These are couples, not films. Just couples. Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman in Eyes Wide Shut. This is Blockbuster, remember?
Okay.
Fred Astaire, Ginger Rogers in Top Hat. Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet in Titanic. And Julia Roberts and Richard Gere in Pretty Woman.
Fascinating.
Okay, sorry.
What else you got?
Okay, Scott Weiland. Is it Weiland? From that. Weiland, thank you. Basically, he got picked up on drugs over the weekend, charged with heroin and cocaine possession in connection with his bust. Meanwhile, sources close to the project, or Reloaded, if you will, said the band is making some plans to keep things together in the event they decide to make.
That's you.
Full-time singer. Plans would include a full-on rehab program and some kind of 24-hour supervision. The source says, quote, the dude is an addict trying to be in a band with former addicts. You do the math.
Obviously, if he left Stone Temple Pilots because of his problems,
yes,
and the problems aren't gone, then everything's going to follow him to the new band. The hell are these people thinking?
Well, he can't stay out of custody long enough to get anywhere musically. I mean, he's been in and out of jail and rehab since the mid-'90s.
Shoved around his girlfriend at some point.
He did what to her?
Shoved her around at some point over I believe it was over a fake drug prescription or something. So it's all basically been drug related, all of his problems.
It's too bad. I like Stone Temple Pilots.
Good. James Brown got some good news yesterday. He was pardoned for his past crimes in the state of South Carolina. Brown appeared before the State Department of Probation, Parole, and Pardon Services to ask for his pardon. And after he got it, he sang, "God bless America." He said, quote, "God bless America on this beautiful day. I hope my pardon shows the youth of America what a beautiful country this is."
That you run from the cops and let you off.
Yes.
Well, he did 15 months in prison over it.
Oh, okay.
CBS is hoping that country music fans don't...
Ain't he the one that shot up his house?
He was on PCP and was at his office and went next door to the adjoining office and accused the people there of using his private restroom, whereupon they called the police, and he then led them on, I think, a three-state manhunt, chased him around, arrested him for possession of drugs and guns and so forth, and now he's being pardoned.
It's a great story. Didn't he shoot up his house?
Maybe. But that's not why he got arrested.
That wasn't what I was asking.
I know.
Yeah, he shot up his own house.
Just giving you information.
Maybe next time you can answer what I'm asking.
Well, I'm just fleshing it out a little bit.
I knew about the other part.
Okay.
That he was on PCP running from the cops and they had to shoot out his tires.
Well, I find that interesting.
That wasn't what I asked, though.
I understand.
Although it's a fabulous story, and even though I'd like to hear it again, it didn't answer the question that I asked.
Well, maybe later we can go over it.
Great.
Okay, CBS is hoping that country music fans don't really care if Clay or Ruben win tonight's final episode of American Idol.
Who is that?
These are the two American Idol people that are left.
Is this a big deal?
It's a big deal to a lot of people. It's not to us. I believe this is the very first time on this radio station we've ever said the words American Idol on this show.
What's the show? What is it?
People come on and they sing. Or they
is it like Star Search?
Yeah,
yes.
kind of.
Why don't...
With celebrity judges, and then America gets to judge, I think, for the final one.
Right.
I've only seen it once. I don't know.
Are these people any good?
Yeah, actually they are. They're very good. Shows how much talent really goes to waste that just don't get the right break or whatever, because some people sing as good or better than people that have record deals.
Oh, is this one of the ones where Paula Abdul is one of the judges?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Okay.
Like I said, I've seen it once. I don't know.
Clay big in the ratings?
Clay and Ruben, yeah. Clay and Ruben are the last two left. I think that's a skinny white guy and a big black guy.
Yeah. Okay. They're going to fight?
No, they're going to sing. It's going to be sing-off. And then America...
Because the black fella's going to win. Is he big?
He's big.
Oh, he'll win.
But anyway, they've scheduled the ACM Awards, the country music folks, right up against Idol tonight. The awards air live from Las Vegas. Reba McEntire will be your host. CMT will air live coverage from the orange carpet starting at 6 o'clock tonight.
Why is it orange?
It's orange because Home Depot's the sponsor. So that's their little logo.
Wow.
Yeah, so they changed the color of the carpet.
That's, I'll just let that go.
All righty. So that's the Country Awards tonight. Bruce Almighty opens up in theaters Friday, rather. The film stars Jim Carrey as Bruce Nolan, a human interest television reporter in Buffalo, New York, who's discontented with almost everything in his life, despite his popularity and his love for his girlfriend. At the end of the worst day of his life, Bruce angrily ridicules and rages against God, and God responds. He appears in the form of Morgan Freeman and endows Bruce with all the divine powers for a short time. At a press conference here, Jim Carrey talks about the main theme of Bruce Almighty, cut number 1.
This movie is more about somebody being grateful for what they have, you know? For
Morgan Freeman?
Morgan Freeman is God. Don't.
sitting in front of a banquet table and saying, hey, there's no grapes.
Black guy from Shawshank?
Yes.
God.
He's playing God in this film. Yes.
Okay.
Kind of thing, and saying, I can't eat this without the grapes, or whatever it is, It's about appreciating what you have as well as, exploring.
There we go.
Morgan Freeman from Stand By Me.
That's the guy who is playing God in this film.
And that asteroid movie with Tia Leone.
I believe so.
He playing God?
Mm-hmm.
Who plays Jesus? Samuel L. Jackson?
No. Jennifer Aniston on the time, she talks here about the time Jim Carrey flipped her over during a scene in Bruce Almighty. Number 2.
That was the wrestling flip. I don't know what that is. That's what I mean. You start the day and he's like, okay, have you ever done a wrestling flip? No. Do I look like somebody who would have done a wrestling flip? He goes, okay, well, it's going to be really loud. It's going to be hilarious. You're going to come out and then I'm going to take you and I'm going to put my hand here and then I'm going to put my other hand through your leg and then I'm just going to flip you over my head and then you're going to land on the bed. Like as though it's the easiest thing in the world to do. And you just, for some reason, you just say yes.
So she's in this also. Cut number 3 is an actual scene from Bruce Almighty in which Jim Carrey first meets up with God, Morgan Freeman.
Who are you?
I'm the one. Creator of the heavens and the earth. Alpha and Omega.
Oh, I see where this is going.
Bruce, I'm God.
Bingo! Yahtzee! Is that your final answer? Our service has God! Bing, 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 bing. Well, it was nice to meet you, God. Thank you for the Grand Canyon, and good luck with the apocalypse.
We are. So it's opening up on Fridays, Bruce Almighty. Also, the In-Laws open up on Friday, and cut number 4 is Michael Douglas on what interested him in being part of the In-Laws.
It was a chance to do something really kind of goofy, goofball comedy, which is why I wanted to do this and been involved in the development for about 3 years. And, then, a dry American president.
Is that in the background?
That's nobody.
Is that his dad?
No, his dad.
Is that Kirk Douglas?
I don't believe his dad was there, but.
Isn't he in the movie The In-Laws?
No, he was, yes, he is.
Okay.
He's there.
Survey War of the Roses. That's why you do it. So at this point in your life or career, you're just looking to try to do something different.
No, I don't think he's in this movie. He's in the movie that came out a couple of weeks ago.
Well, he's probably following him around then.
Yeah, okay. Cut number 5 is a scene in The In-Laws in which Michael Douglas has drinks with his ex-wife, who is Candace Bergen, before their son's wedding.
Oh, there you are. Judy, how are you? You look great. It's the work at the ashram. And the therapy.
Really?
I saw him on TV today. It looks like he's had plastic surgery because he doesn't seem to have the jowls. Anybody else notice that?
I
noticed. He didn't seem as jowly.
Let's give ourselves permission to be honest with each other so that we can have some closure this weekend. Let's not.
That's not. So there's Michael Douglas. That's The In-Laws opening up in theaters. And there's news and information. I'm J.D. Ryan on Live 105.3. The Talk That Rocks, Texas.
We'll be back with the Russ Martin Show.
I don't know what it is that I said or what I didn't say. All I know is he's twisted, he's pissed. And he also tried calling me in the house at 8 o'clock this morning.
Oh, Jesus. I just can't imagine what you said. I didn't say anything that I can remember. It was out of line.
Who's the guy from the new night show where he's running around?
That's what you said. I remember. You said somebody looked like they had a condom on their head.
He was wearing a white toboggan, and it's not pulled down all the way.
Right.
So he's got the reservoir tip. It looks like a condom somebody forgot to shoot in. That's all I said.
That's not slamming the show.
I don't know what's wrong with him.
He's been very crabby. I got a sales guy issue with him, and he called me this morning screaming at me. I was like, I didn't do it. We don't need to get into all that, but he's just crabby.
What was he saying?
That I had...
Did you screw something up?
No, I did not.
Swear. Because they're going to ask me sooner or later, and if I'm going to lie, I need to know now.
I screwed one thing up
what was that?
week, but that's not what he's calling about.
Okay, but what did you screw up?
I had a client meeting, and I spaced it, and I apologized profusely the very next day, made the next meeting, and the client had no problem with it. It was no big deal.
Okay, so he's screaming at you about what now?
I was supposed to do what they call a speculative spot. Let them know what my commercial will sound like if I do their commercials, and send it to them via email. So I said, great. I told the sales guy, super, send me your email address. Serves two purposes. A, I get an email address. B, it reminds me to do it.
Yeah.
I don't get an email address. He calls Bob today. JD's not doing this. I'm going to lose this account.
So Bob's screaming at you?
And he calls me going, why aren't you doing this? This is a lot of money. I'm like, I didn't get an email. What am I going to put it up on the web and hope he finds it? I got to get an email address from this guy. So
what did he say then?
10 minutes later, I get an email address from him, and he got the spot.
Bob apologized?
It really wasn't Bob's place to apologize. He wasn't really ugly. He
said he was screaming at you?
He was mad because this guy was yelling at him. He's tired of being in the loop. It's he said, she said. I say one thing, he says something else.
I think that's what's killing Bob. It's not that Atkins diet. I think that's part of it.
Yeah.
I think this job's killing him because he's working with a bunch of idiots.
We have a new group of salespeople that don't understand this show and don't understand it.
Oh, they will. It'll take them a while.
This started off, and I won't even mention the client, but it started off they wanted me to do an first appearance for him.
Don't say when, just in case somebody figures it out.
Oh, okay.
Because I could see it in your eyes. You're going to go, hey, it's going to be September 22nd at 2 o'clock. Then all of a sudden, there's this big appearance, and everybody figures out who you're bagging on.
No, they wanted me to do an appearance.
I think you should just drop it.
All right, I'll let it go.
I see snot written all over this.
All right, let it go. That's why I didn't want to get into it. I'm just saying he's crappy.
Got it. I wouldn't want his job. Not even at my salary.
Well, it has to suck to be the boss, and yet he's at your whim. I mean,
I don't do anything to him.
Oh, but you know.
This is the easiest show for him to deal with. We don't ask for anything. We don't come in copping an attitude. We come in, we do the show, we leave.
Yeah, but you know.
And I also hang out with him because I like him. And there's very few people that I like and I hang out with.
But you know that in reality, you run things around here.
I don't run anything.
Russ.
Everett.
This station would fall without you.
It would not.
What are they going to put in place of this show? Exactly. This station would fall without you. You know that.
I do know.
And Bob knows that.
He does. Bob
really knows that.
From a management standpoint, Russ is very low maintenance.
I am.
Sure he is. Sure he is.
Look at Ron and Don when they were here. Some of the rottenest ratings the station has ever had, and they were the biggest a-holes I'd ever met in radio. We're going to have this. We're going to have more interns. It seems like the more interns you have, the more you suck.
It does seem exponential.
Yeah. And the more you suck, for some reason, they think we got to add more interns. Obviously, we're sucking because we don't have enough interns around us. So the next thing you know, there's more interns than people actually work in the building.
True.
That's why they've lost their job in Dallas, and then they lost their job in Seattle, and now somebody just said they're working in Grand Rapids.
Oh, Jesus. That's a skydive.
So I sent them an email a couple of days ago. In the subject line, congratulations. Body of the message, on losing another job. God. Let's see, Dallas is number 5.
Mm-hmm.
I think Seattle's 12. I have no idea what Grand Rapids is.
Way down there.
I believe that's backwards.
Yeah.
Normally you want to come up. Like I started in Greenville.
Right.
And then Terrell. And then Dallas.
In a small station in Dallas now.
Right.
FM in the big.
Thank you.
And now you're running things.
I'm not running things here.
You are running things. And you know what's great is that you don't have the title of boss.
Right.
And yet you're running things. You have all the perks without any of the responsibility.
Right.
And that's what's killing Bob. It's like because Bob has the opposite deal going.
All right.
Well,
you're laughing because it's true.
That explains this phone call. Hold on. Nice setup, Everett. Yeah.
Grand Rapids is number 66, by the way.
It is not.
According to Trey, yes.
I could be wrong about Seattle. Have him check on that.
Check on Seattle.
Grand Rapids is
66.
Wow. Wow. Bunch of monkeys. Hi, Sean.
Hey, this is John. Russ, by the way, I was told by the wild people, you do run the show around there, because they were talking about calling the Brumley and talking about being a spokesperson, and I said, well, we can't call Brumley, we can't do this and that, because Bob McNeil is the official spokesperson of the show. So I called and I said, well, hey, Russ calls the Brumley all the time and calls who does what he wants. They go, well, that's Russ Martin. He does what he wants to around here. Exactly what they told me.
Thanks for helping out, Sean.
Sean, he won't even let us have friends outside the show.
No reason to. See, everything you need, all of your emotions can be filled through me.
Seattle's 14.
All right, so I didn't miss by much.
No.
So from the 5th market to number 14, now to 66.
Yes.
Congratulations. What a fine, fine show. And I'm sure they're still doing the same crap they did here. Let's have local bands come on and play. Play some local music. Everybody loves local music. Some guy contacted me 2 or 3 days ago. Why don't you get behind a local show on the station and really push it? That way the Eagle won't have the only local show in town. Why? It was like I was trying not to be ugly to the guy because he listens to the show. It was back and forth. Local music doesn't make a lot of money. So the station's not really going to get behind it. You would have to get a venue to eat part of the cost, maybe a beer, something like that. And I really don't care. That's the biggest part. I don't care if it was a big money-making venture. I don't care. I'd love to care. I'd love to find something that I like in local music. I don't. It doesn't appeal to me. That doesn't mean there isn't good local music. It means I don't like it.
It's not mass appeal.
Some of it becomes mass appeal. The Toadies became mass appeal.
Becomes.
Pantera. Were they local?
Yeah.
I mean, he lives here. Okay.
Right.
All right. And I'm sure they're Drowning Pool.
Drowning Pool. Perfect example.
Yeah. If it's good enough, it'll rise to the top. But just because you're local doesn't mean, we've had this conversation 1,000 times, just because you're local doesn't mean that you get on the local radio station.
I fought this battle weekly when I was music director at the Eagle. While if you would play it, it would be a hit. My job is not to make hits, it's to play them.
That's why we call it all hit, not all hit and this one.
Yes, this one that might be.
Yeah. And the people that are in local music, they don't get, well, it sells out this club every weekend. How many people that club hold? 200? It's packed. It's packed. It's wall to wall. Can't nobody else get in there. 200 people, huh? Yeah. Wow. What if you think it was something like the size of Smirnoff?
Oh. Well, yeah, and those acts have, backing from major labels and are able to support a national tour and get played on major radio stations. They have a lot of things that local bands just don't have. And as a result, you're right. I mean, they're not going to appeal to the masses in the way that these other bands will.
How do we get off on the local thing?
We're talking about how you run things.
Oh, yeah. You got to run the local show.
Yeah.
And make the station.
I won't.
And since you won't have it, that whole idea's been quashed.
And Bob was upset with you about...
Something about the night show.
You said, but about the guy that you picked on with this toboggan.
He didn't say anything about that in the message. That's the only thing I can think about that I've made, because I even said right before I said that, I haven't heard him yet. I meant to listen the first night. I got busy and I forgot. Last night I'm going out to see the tie lock. So I didn't think about that because I was lost because Eddie doesn't even know where his own clients are. So I'm driving the wrong way on MacArthur off of 183. Then I get stopped by the Irving police and I get a ticket. Then I go to see the tie lock. And then he comes in, he walks in and goes, ouch! And that was my evening.
You wouldn't do that.
Get the biggest fingers I've ever seen on a man.
He didn't poke you with them.
He did. Open up. What are you going to do? Yeah. I ain't falling for that trick again. Oh, and they had a time with me getting eye drops in.
Why? You just put them in the corner and roll them over, don't you? That's what I do. I can't put them right in the middle. I can't see it coming. I hate that.
They had a hell of a time just getting the eye drops in.
Holding you down?
Yeah.
Don't doubt it.
2 nurses in there.
Oh, jeez. You'll never do this because you'll get right down to it and you will pass out, just like you did the vasectomy.
I'll close my eyes at the last second.
Yeah, exactly.
The only person with LASIK with no eyelids.
It's a good thing you can see well because you have to see all the time.
Sure wish I could go to sleep. I don't know if I said this on the air or not. You know how I said when I was a kid, I would be sitting in a room and everything would, as far as my vision would go, everything would get really small?
Yeah.
Did I say this on the air?
Yes, you did.
All right, so I asked him last night because he's got diplomas. I can't believe how many diplomas he's got on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
I explained it to him. I figured if anybody's going to know what this affliction is or was, because it hasn't happened like 20 some odd years, I would just sit in a room and then everything would get really small. It was just kind of cool because I knew it wasn't going to last because I'd look out a window, look at something far away, it would clear up. So I told him, he nodded, and he went, that's weird.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So that was the end of that.
Okay.
What are we doing?
You going to play Bob's phone call to you?
Oh, that's right. We forgot to do traffic, though. Let me do this. Okay. 420, check on traffic with a lovely Gail Lightfoot.
All righty. Am I on this phone or the other phone?
You're on the wrong one.
I'm on this phone.
Yes, you are.
Oh, great.
You're good.
Okay. I'm going to hang up this one.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And traffic is brought to you by LA Weight Loss, Expedia.com, and Bikes and More. On eastbound Highway 80, the roadway shut down at FM 460 in Forney due to a crash. You've got to back up to College Road. In Irving on eastbound 183 at County Line Road, a wreck in the right lane has traffic backed up to Amon Carter Boulevard. Westbound onlookers are slow from 161. Now, westbound I-30, East R.L. Thornton before Ackerd in the Canyon, you've got a stalled 18-wheeler in the right lane. And on northbound 35 Simmons between Walnut Hill and 635, they say there's a big piece of metal in the center lane, but that's a pretty long stretch. Eastbound I-20 at Matlock, there's a jackknife semi-tractor trailer. And speaking of trailers, in Richardson on northbound Central at the George Bush Turnpike, there's just a trailer sitting in the right lane. And that's kind of catching folks by surprise. And this is also brought to you by the Texas Lottery. People all over are playing and winning Lotto Texas every Wednesday and Saturday. So how about you? Somebody's buying a winning ticket right now, and the jackpot is $20 million. Pick your numbers today. I'm Gail Lightfoot on Live 105.3, the talk that rocks Texas.
She either can't hear us or she's pissed off at us.
One of the two.
Which is it?
Well, I can't. I'm pissed off, but I couldn't hear you either because I called on the other line to say, does he know I'm on hold? And then you picked up the phone, the bad phone, so I really can't hear you.
Oh, okay. Well, then never mind.
Okay.
All right, forget about the Stevenson Pruitt and pulling the train.
Okay, it's going to be cool again tonight. More showers off and on. 58 degrees for the low. Going to be near 80 tomorrow. Weekend looking maybe okay. We're at 68 degrees currently. Live 105.3, the talk that rocks Texas.
Yes, Ronnie.
Buddy, I got a weird question for you.
All right.
Let's say you got your crank burned off or ripped off in a freak conveyor belt accident or something.
Okay.
Would you still date chicks and put up with all the crap stuff, even if you couldn't get nothing out of it?
I don't know that I'd want to live if my weenie was gone.
I think we mentioned that one time a long time ago, and I think there's a lot more to life. My take was, I hope there's more to life than just sex. It's an important part of it.
That's the driving force.
I know. But
not just sex, the computer. I mean,
it's the driving force behind everything.
Oh, well, I
wouldn't want to live without my weenie. If I had no way to release.
Right.
Mm-mm.
If it just suddenly went limp and there was no fixing it.
And there was no way for me to have an orgasm in any form or fashion.
Everything else in you works fine. Perfectly healthy.
Right.
Normal looking man.
Mm-hmm.
You would kill yourself?
Yes.
Death.
Seriously?
Yes.
And are you really being serious with me? Or you
Absolutely. If I couldn't, if I still had the same sexual drive,
right,
but I could no longer have any type of release,
mm-hmm,
and I knew that I could never have sex with a woman again, no.
Wow.
Why?
I just think that's odd that everything else in your life going well, you would want to kill yourself. I certainly wouldn't. I have kids to live for, and there's...
Well, you have other things in your life. I don't have family.
Well, there's other things in life besides just sex that you enjoy. Your Batmobile, your dog.
I understand that, but I have all of these. Almost everything is somehow tied back to sex.
Dog? How's a dog tied to sex?
I'd rather skip that one.
Okay. Well, the Batmobile I understand. Okay. I guess the house I sort of understand. How's that? Impress chicks?
Yes.
Okay.
Everything is chick related. You know that.
I understand. No, I mean, I understand. I don't agree, but I
You were
understand.
about to ask something, Everett. I saw you lean.
No, the moment has passed.
Okay.
I don't agree, but I understand.
And I also have a fear about losing a limb.
Have you had that your whole life? Or is that...
I always thought I was going to die before I was 16.
You said that once before, and that's freaky.
Why do you think that?
I don't know. Maybe it's just the impending doom thing that my dad, laid on me when I was a kid.
That very well could be.
You know how nothing's going to last, and I just figured, things are going to get going really good, and I'm going to crap.
Mm-mm.
I'm paranoid when I drive, especially after that John LaBella thing where that forklift went flying through his windshield. I was behind a pickup truck today, and they had loaded a bunch of crap on there half-assed.
Mm-hmm.
I just pulled off, not to the right and stopped, but I pulled over to the right and let them get way ahead.
I'm with you. I'm afraid of going by tractor-trailer trucks that have a bunch of stuff strapped down, and it looks like one strap pops and the whole thing comes off. I'm paranoid about that, too, but I've never sat around and thought about it or worried about it.
Do you have a wheel, Russ?
No.
Ooh.
I know, we've talked about this. Can I just do an easy one, Everett, where I leave everything to, Operation Kindness?
Sure. You wouldn't leave anything to your family at all?
Who?
Your family. Your mother, your father, your brother.
What?
Why wouldn't you leave them something?
Why?
I don't know. That's what normally people do.
I'm afraid to leave anything to my dad. It'll be in a garage sale the next week.
Won't.
I gave him furniture once for his birthday, and he sold it at a garage sale because I went to visit him, and it was sitting out in front of his house. Are you selling this? No, I just need some place to put that lamp that I'm selling. I gave you that, too.
Oh. Damn.
Why does the lampshade say Elvis on it?
A Batmobile signed by Elvis.
Yeah. Elvis is very old Batmobile.
Yeah. Give it all to Operation Kindness, would you?
Probably, yeah. Or stick in the Police Fire Foundation.
But that all has to be laid out legally. God forbid something happen.
I don't know.
Yeah, because you know where it goes now.
The state?
Without a will, it goes to your parents.
Oh, does it?
Yep.
Oh, I gotta get that taken care of. All right, thanks, Ronnie.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Does it automatically go to your next of kin? If I were married, obviously it'd go to my wife.
Yeah, in your present condition, it goes to your parents, which I know you don't want. So
How about when you have a life insurance policy and you've put somebody down there as a benefactor? Can't that sort of serve as a will? I mean, that's where you want all that money to go.
That's just the pay with regard to that policy.
All right.
It's nothing to do with your estate.
Totally different contract.
Okay.
And maybe if I die by 50, that's what I wanted anyway. I don't want to get old. Especially after talking to Ty last night. He says, as you get older, these things are going to change with your eyesight. Same thing with Fentanyl. You got to start at a certain age, you start getting Polaroids shoved in your butt.
Yes, I know.
I don't want that.
Why?
I want to be 25 forever and not have to worry about anything. I'm sick of ear hair. I'm sick of weird hair popping up on my body.
I know.
I'm sick of checking toilet paper for blood.
Oh.
I'm sick of all this crap. Getting old is a pain in the ass.
You're not getting old.
Yes, I am.
42 is not old.
It's dangerously close. I am 7.5 years away from 50. 50.
I'm quite aware. Some people.
And there is no way to dress up 50. 40, you sound okay. 30s, I was okay with. 40, 50 is old.
There's actors and people that are 50 and plus.
And they're old.
They have great lives. They have hot chicks on them. They have wonderful, they travel. They say 50. I'm aware.
Look at Harrison Ford. Man is melting as we watch. Look how hot he used to be.
Women love him. Still.
Look what he ended up with. A stick figure of a chick.
He could have had anybody.
Yeah, that was his choice. 50's not old. You take care of yourself pretty much. Exercise. Eat right.
Take my Geritol.
It's your health all you got.
Yeah.
Look, quit saying that, because, again, sometimes Dwana has just a grain of sand of truth in something she says. Self-fulfilling prophecies. You say something long enough.
I don't want to get old. Well, so far, that's not working. I've been saying that for a long time.
50's not old.
50 is old.
Okay.
Look at McNeil.
That's different.
Why?
It's just different. It's I don't know.
Yeah, Jeff.
Hey, Russ.
Yes, sir.
Long-time listener.
Thank you, sir.
There's two things. Number one, whatever you say to Gail every evening, that'll make her wet.
No, sometimes I think it just pisses her off.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, number two, I've had my left leg amputated for the last 2 years.
What happened to it?
Oh, I got the muscle eating virus out one of the legs back in 91.
Really?
Or 2001, yeah.
And it was just eating up the flesh?
Yeah, eats the muscle away. And I was a police officer for 12 years. I want to listen to you all the time. She's good. Good supporter of firemen and police officers.
That's easy.
But you never know until you lose that left leg. When you roll over her on the right side, that's the best you could ever have. That way you don't have to do that little doggy thing where you hold your leg up in the air. You got it made, and they all love it. They keep coming back for more, so.
Hold on a second. I got to visualize this. His leg's going, so he's going like this. You talking about you doing doggy style?
No, we're on the right side.
You're both on your right side, correct?
You got that leg up in the air, toes in the signal fan. So there's nothing in the way.
All right. Well, I'm no longer worried then.
Okay. Well, don't dog amputee so much, man.
Okay. I didn't say there's anything wrong with amputees. I just said I don't want to be one.
Well, until you're there.
Well, I'm sure in your whole list of things that you want to do when you were a kid, being an amputee wasn't on there.
It scared the hell out of me.
Okay. What did you think when they said, all right, this is going to happen? Did you ever think, you know what, just let it eat all of me?
Yeah. When I woke up after 3 weeks in coma, I said, yeah, I should be dead, but you live and go on.
But that's a legitimate fetish.
What is that?
Sexual attraction toward amputees. I'm curious to see if this guy's like getting a different grade of chicks.
I had a girl one time with her left leg amputated below the knee want to date me. I was like, ooh, I couldn't manage that in bed together.
Knocking nubs?
Yeah. Little nubbing action.
Right. Well, I'm certainly aroused now. It's very nice talking to you.
All right, well, think about it.
All right.
All right.
There are huge news groups on the internet devoted to sex with amputees.
There's anything that you could imagine one person doing to another is on the internet. Anything. After the scat thing, I don't even want to watch it.
I know. You keep loading it up on my computer, on my screensaver.
It's hard for me to, when I put it up on your background on your computer monitor.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to look at it. I have to hold my hand up and block some of the stuff.
And I come in the next morning and I don't know it's there.
Yeah.
I expect this nice beach picture, a nice picture of my boat.
Yeah.
It's this person bent over with it going up in the air and coming back down in their face. Oh. Just got the physical.
Yeah, it's a dandy one. And there's some jackass that's sending me a picture every day of some guy that's bent over, and he's got a hold of his tutor port, and is pulling it open as far as you can see to where you can see the guy's belly.
Oh.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Haven't seen it.
Don't.
You'll get it. Everett at DallasAttorney.com.
Oh, great.
Everett would like to see it. You know which one I'm talking about.
Absolutely.
It's hideous.
Yes.
I don't know why any guy, A, why would you think anybody would want to see that? And B, who's taking the picture? So far you got two people in one room that think somebody else would like to see this.
Yes. I don't know.
Break? Hold on. I'll go through these really quick. Go ahead, Fred.
What's up, boss?
Nothing, Fred.
Buck up.
Okay.
Please buck up. Could John LaBella, could he have saved himself from that thing falling on him?
Oh, absolutely not. As fast as that happened, I think they said the only upside to it was he probably never had an inkling what was going on.
S happens.
I understand that.
You can walk outside and, a plane could fly into your house.
I got that. I understand S happens. I don't want it happening to me. S can happen to other people. That's what my job is here, to talk about S happening to other people. I don't want it happening to me. That's Essie.
Just don't.
Yes, Bob?
Yeah, I was wondering. You've talked about three things that deals with me. You say that you don't want to have blood. You look for toilet paper and see if there's blood.
Right.
He said, I had a Mexican guy tell me I was going to be dead by 25, and I thought I would be, but I'm still alive.
Okay.
And so what do you mean by the blood on the toilet paper?
Just something I check for every day.
Why?
Because it's not supposed to be there.
Is it hemorrhoids or is it something medical?
Sometimes it's just wiping with the Dallas Observer. I run out of toilet paper sometimes, and the Observer's free, and there's certainly no reason to read it.
No.
Thank you. We'll be back.
Yeah.
We'll be back with the Russ Martin Show.
Okay. Danny Ryan is here. Dan O'Malley, Eddie Boyd, Everett Newton, Trey Trenholm, KLLI Foot Traffic. What are we doing when we went into the break?
You were going to play Bob's conversation. I do have a little bit of breaking news.
Yes.
With the elevated terrorist alert and all today. Explosion reported in the mailroom at Yale University Law School. No immediate information on injuries. The FBI is on the way.
They don't know what caused it?
Smoke can be seen rising from downtown. No.
They have confirmed that it was a bomb.
Oh, okay. Well, they on the news today, they had a few different reports that things came out that obviously supported the fact that we should have gone up another level in the terror alert, or whatever the damn thing is called.
Right.
I forgot what the stories were, but it was
quite compelling, I'm sure.
It was applicable. Thank you.
So Bob's angry at you. You were going to play the call a while ago.
Oh, that's right. All right.
Next message.
Hey, Russ, this is Bob.
Who else cusses at me at 8 o'clock in the morning?
Boy, no kidding.
Can you?
Yes. Can I what?
Give me some help with the night show. I mean, can you not try to kill this one in the first week like you have the others?
What did I do?
I don't know. Other than the comment about the...
well, that's not slamming the night show.
You just said you haven't listened.
I haven't listened.
That's fair. You haven't.
There's a lot of stuff I don't have a chance to listen to. I'm not listening because I don't like it. I haven't heard the show yet. I'm sure they're doing a fine job. What does he care what I think?
I don't know.
It's not like I listened and I said it sucked. I just haven't had a chance to sample the lovely Liz Wild show. She sent us a brick of black cats and gave us a box of blanks and said, shoot in me anytime.
Yes. Good sense of humor. Shoot at me.
Oh. Well, I don't like her then.
Yeah, you do.
So obviously she's got a sense of humor. She knows how the previous night show screwed up.
Right.
I'm sure it's a great show. I don't know what it was that I said that twisted him off.
Other than the guy with the toboggan, you started that. I don't know what else.
Doesn't sound like an employer telling an employee to do something. Sounds like somebody asking the fellow who's running things.
Quit it.
Oh, here comes Ron.
You said it.
Hold on a second. I had to hit the delay. Nobody knows you're in here. And what are you screaming at me for? I didn't do anything. What was it I said?
You see, compared to the night show to your dog's turd, you said that you didn't pick up Abby's turds in the yard. You didn't care if they turned white. You didn't care if they turned to the next night show. That's exactly what you said.
Oh.
Now, I just don't need that. Could you leave the freaking night show alone? I need help with this.
What do you want me to do?
Nothing.
All right, fine.
Nothing. If you do nothing, it's fine. If you do something, you're gonna rip them apart. And that's
I'm not going to do anything to them.
I don't support any other show on this radio station. I mean, a little cross promotion. I never heard a station.
Have I supported Tom Likas
from the beginning?
You don't hang out with anyone else. You live in your own little world in here. And
why don't I want to hang out with anybody?
Well, you don't.
I hang out with you.
Well, that's fine, but you can't. That doesn't help anything. I'll tell you, here's what's going to happen.
Okay.
We lose one more nighttime show on this radio station, and guess what's going to happen to the nighttime? We're going to play CDs.
What kind?
Rock CDs.
New stuff and old stuff?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And guess what's going to happen then? They're going to go, hey, why would we have a program director we're paying dollars to so he can be in here and do 2 shows? Why don't we get rid of him and get a guy who can rotate CDs? You're going to love your 1-hour meeting every day with Kurt Johnson.
Who is that?
The VP of programming, who's probably going to take my job when they fire me because our night show didn't work, and you're going to be having an hour meeting.
Kurt Johnson, the guy with that freaky eye?
Yeah, the one that goes that way.
I don't want to sit in a meeting with him. Not for an hour.
Every day, telling you how to do your show. Guarantee it. Anybody they get in here that takes my job is going to do that. I just had a meeting with the local sales manager. She's already telling me how the show should be run.
No, she didn't.
Yes.
What did she say? The cute little blonde?
And she got great ideas for features on your show.
Are you?
No, I am not S&U you. I'm telling you, it actually.
Where do these people come from?
They come from KRLD sometimes.
Okay, so share with me some of her ideas. I'm excited. Maybe some of them will embrace.
I just can't. I can't. There's this Playboy idea and this. Anyway, no, I can't. No, it's just I'm telling you, I can't go there because I'm just so.
So
upset.
she had ideas for the show.
I'm upset. I am ready. I'm just going to kill somebody.
But she wasn't telling you how to run the show.
I might start with JD.
Oh, JD's always coming in here and
screwing up all over the place.
You always come in and tell me when other people are bagging on me on other shows.
I do not.
Hey, wait a minute. Excuse me.
What did I do?
You know, I believe I had to cover your ass with a national sales manager
You
today.
certainly did not.
Oh, yes, I did.
He's out of line and you know it.
I do not know that. What I know is that I had to cover your ass and you missed a meeting.
I did.
That's what I know.
I did miss a meeting.
That's right. Make the whole show look bad.
You know what? And I told him, and I told you, my job is not, I told Russ, my job is not to go to client meetings. My job is to do this show.
So you accepted a meeting and didn't go?
And I apologized to the client.
That's the way you do it.
Over and over and over.
How unprofessional, John.
She was fine about it. And we met the very next day.
She cute?
Yeah, she is.
Enjoy your next meeting with the next program director. You're going to have a lot of fun.
I will embrace the night show. Bring her in here and I'll do her now. Is she here?
She's here. She's talking to Chloe, giving him her ideas on marketing and promotions.
So what was it the new sales chick was saying?
If she wants to do a 2-hour Playboy show at night, between midnight and 2.
So she's telling you, she's giving you programming ideas.
Oh, yeah. A sex talk show with Playboy Playmates. Never mind the fact that we have a contracted show in there that we can't get rid of because it's a political nightmare with Infinity and Westwood One. But you wouldn't know about that. You know.
Oh, you like us?
Yeah.
I like us.
Mm-hmm. Whatever. It's that.
I understand. No. I will absolutely embrace the night show. Only because I love you.
Just don't.
I love you.
Trash it. Don't kill it.
I haven't done anything.
It's like the dog poop. Yeah.
Well, if that's going to kill a night show, it's going to kill itself anyway.
Well, it tells your audience you don't care for it. And
I love it. I love. What's her website?
LizWilde.com. LizWilde.com.
Perfect. Well, I'll enjoy the Liz Wilde show tonight.
Good. I would also like to...
Regardless of how bad it is. I'm kidding!
Yeah, you can't do it. You can't do it.
Yes, I can.
You can't do it.
Yes, I can.
You can't do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
How long has she been in radio?
20 minutes. I don't know. It's been a long time. 8, 10 years.
All right. Obviously somebody that's worked their way up. I like her.
Oh, you mean Liz? I thought, no, Liz's been around for, 15 years, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Somebody that's worked their way up. I like her already.
Yeah. And she has the keywords worked. She works at what they do.
They do show prep?
They do lots of show prep, lots of writing.
She's way ahead of the other idiot that we had in there.
Yeah, I saw him in here.
I agree with that.
Till 2 and 3 and 4 in the morning doing stuff.
Okay.
Over the weekends for the last 2 weeks before the show ever came on.
They work. They do work at it. You got to respect that.
I do.
Okay.
What was the other thing?
I have your bonus checks.
Okay.
You want them?
Only if you want me. Only if you think I deserve it.
Well, you deserve it on history, but we'll see what the future holds.
What does that mean on history?
This is paid on the last book. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Your contribution to the station is...
that's just absurd. There's no way I could spend that. Wait a minute. That's not right. How much taxes they take out of this?
That's not my problem.
Damn.
A lot. So anyway... I just have to, I'm telling you, if the show doesn't work...
I understand.
I'm the guy that was the program.
It's my new favorite show.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. It's lovely Bob McNeil.
Sick.
Told you he's grumpy.
Man, that's great. A boss begging you to help him keep his job.
Stop it, Everett.
Never seen that before.
How the hell could he get the white dog turd thing at a slam in the show? Actually, it was a slam at the previous show.
Yes, it was.
He's angry.
Very much.
He needs some carbs.
He needs something. Yelling at me over something a sales guy did.
Yeah, I'm sure you screwed it up.
I did not.
I bet you did. Yes, John?
Hey, Russ?
Yes, sir.
Are you going to tolerate that insubordination from Bob and Neil?
Am I going to do what?
Tolerate that insubordination from Bob and Neil?
Yeah, I may have to let him go. Dare him come in here and scream at me.
Right.
You know, he's talking to. Running this place.
You are?
Oh, you know that?
Yeah.
That's the keys to the station.
I got you.
All right. Maybe sometime in the 6 o'clock hour, we'll have Liz in. She can talk about what they're going to do tonight.
Okay. I'll pay you back for your loan, by the way, from my IRS money today, now that I have my bonus check.
Did they take as much taxes out of yours as they did mine?
Almost 40-something%.
Yeah. Can they do that?
I'm afraid so.
Why is it almost 40%?
Because it's the IRS and they can...
I know, but I don't have that much taken out of my paycheck.
Because it's a secondary income, and they take more out of a secondary income than they do your primary.
Yes.
It's almost not worth getting the bonus.
Almost.
Yeah, I'll pay you back and I'll be about done.
There's really no way this exists on this salary.
Jesus.
Not to let Bob go.
No, you're not. No.
Having cutbacks at the station.
I see.
I was going to buy a pony.
No, you're not.
Yes, I do.
You don't have any place to keep a pony.
I wanted a pony as a kid. My dad even wouldn't take me to pony rides. We bought one horse, and he gave it to the Buckner Children's Home, and they ate it.
They didn't eat it.
Yes, they did.
Did you really have a horse and give it to them?
Yes.
Is that part real?
Yes.
Okay.
I forget the name of the horse, but he was brown. Kept it out in Sigaville.
Okay.
We go out there and see him from time to time. And my dad gave it to the Buckner Children's Home.
Cool. They didn't eat it. Quit.
They rode it for like a week and a half, tenderizing it.
We had horses as a kid.
Of course you did. You had everything. No. How many horses in the stable?
Well, I didn't have our own stable.
Oh, how many horses did you have?
4.
Okay. How wonderful for you. Why did you have 4 horses?
My sister had, my sisters each had one. I had one, and the family.
Your whole family had horses?
Yes, we raised. Well, we didn't raise them, but we owned horses for about 15 years.
Could you see them when you flew over in Daddy's glider?
No, it wasn't Daddy's glider.
Well, I want a horse. I never had a pony.
They're a lot of fun. They're really, but are you going to go out to the stable and you got to clean the stable? You got to go out there and shovel
stuff? I'm keeping it at the house.
There's no place in the house, and that's against the law, too.
It is not.
It is.
I want a pony.
You're not going to get a pony.
A pony.
You got nowhere to keep a pony. You have to take it to a stable, and there's a lot of really good stables around. There's, I don't even know anymore. Ours used to be out north of Dallas.
It's pretty expensive, though.
What, a horse?
Well, yeah. I mean, just boarding it.
Yeah.
Costs you $500-$600 a month, easy.
I want a horse. Go get me a pony.
No.
A pony.
You want to go ride? We rode horses down in Galveston that time on the beach for the TV show.
Yeah, I know. I want a horse.
Well, you haven't ridden for 10 years. Why don't you go take lessons first?
I don't need to take a lesson. You get on the horse's back and you hang on with your legs.
It's not that easy.
It is, too.
All right. Who's going to take care of this horse? Who's going to feed it? Where's it going to take its business?
My monkey.
No. No. You're losing it. Your monkey's going to ride your horse or going to take care of it?
No, take care of the horse.
No.
Don't be stupid. Monkeys don't ride horses. This is the real world. Dip.
You're right. How silly of me. Okay.
I want a horse.
All right. Let's figure where you could keep one first. And when you're going to get a chance to ride it. And who's going to take care of it?
Why do you always have to be the voice of reason? Why can't you just get behind something one time and go, I'm excited you want to get a horse?
I know you want to get one, but you got to know where you're going to keep it. I've done this. I know how much work it is. My sisters were out there all weekend, every weekend, taking care of those horses. You got to bathe them. You got to brush them constantly, feed them, clean up after them, ride them, take care of them.
Trey can do that.
Okay, that's true. If he'll do it, I believe his family had horses too.
He'd be a perfect stable boy.
Yes, he would.
There we go. Problem solved.
Did he try and come in here earlier and talk to me?
Yes, he did.
Did he defy you?
Yes, he did. I asked him what question he wanted to ask you, and he wouldn't respond to me.
I'm going to have to fire him just to teach him a lesson.
What lesson is that going to teach him? He'll be gone then.
Every time something like this happens, he bows up, and then I have to get mad, and then he says he understands, and he backs off. It happens every time. The only way he's going to learn his lesson, I'm going to have to let him go.
Well, that would be a permanent lesson, wouldn't it?
Well,
yeah.
Life's full of bumpy roads.
Jeez. God.
How we doing, Eddie? Badly? Of course. It's always badly. I should have negotiated with McNeil. Cut back on some of the spots we have to play in the afternoon. I'll promote the night show.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, rule with an iron fist. You've got the leverage.
Oh, just stop playing them?
Yeah, you run things, man. Do what you want to do.
Mm. Well, they're going to catch us sooner or later. The fact that,
sure,
that we play some spots while we're actually talking, and then we just mark them off like they've been played.
Mm-hmm.
Years. Law and Order has...
See? Go ahead, Rick.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
I got a good idea.
All right.
Why don't we just have Russ do Liz and get it over with? That's as much support as you can give the night show. That's got to get Bob off your back. And would that solve everybody's problem?
Yes. Absolutely.
What do you think?
I love that. I haven't seen her in person yet. I've seen pictures on her website.
Yeah, well, doesn't that sound like a good idea?
Yes, I enjoy it.
And, hey, the only horse you need, and take it from me because I own one, the only horse you need is the horsepower under the hood of the Batmobile.
I want a horse.
They're a lot easier to ride. You just push that
I understand.
pedal.
I want a horse.
And you go.
You're ruining my day. I want a horse.
You want one, get one.
I want a horse, and I want a monkey.
I thought we gave up on the monkey.
I've decided I want the monkey to keep track of the horse.
You are becoming Michael Jackson.
I am not.
Yes, you are.
He didn't have a horse.
He has all kinds of animals, and he started with a monkey.
You'll be storing your urine in plastic bottles before long.
Frozen?
If you like.
Yeah, I like it frozen.
Okay. Why?
Why, Eddie?
Stays longer, lasts longer? I don't know. I just thought I'd ask.
Makes for better Slurpees.
Keeping pee around the house is weird.
You got a point.
Thank you.
So is a monkey and a horse.
Two punchlines I didn't have. Shut up.
I'm sorry.
You said we didn't need a break before news? All right.
We'll be back with the Russ Martin Show. Now, back to the Russ Martin Show on Live 105.3 with J.D. Ryan, Associate Producer Eddie Boyd, Rock and Roll Attorney Everett Newton, Dan O'Malley on the phones, Gail Lightfoot with traffic, and producer Trey Trenholm sitting in his office.
It's mine if you think I'm going to sit in a meeting with anybody.
I can't believe anyone would even try that with you.
Greg used to do it over at the Eagle.
See how well that worked? He's not there anymore, and there you have their ratings are crap, so.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. That was really, honest to God, the worst part of the job. And the fact that they tried to pawn Rich Barra off on me.
I know. He used to call me on the way home. I'm going to quit. I swear, today was my last day. I'm quitting. Don't quit before you get another job. No, I'm out. I'm not going back. The next day, you try back in there and sit with Greg again.
I quit every day.
He did.
Yeah. I remember the day you quit for good. You and JD were drunk and up at your office cleaning out stuff.
Yeah.
Call me from your cell phone.
Bye.
And I keep giggling, and JD keeps punching me, telling me to quit. And every time he punches me, I go...
We're ducking down behind the little walls.
I remember that was March 14th of 2000. Because I resigned the next day, March 15th. Mm-hmm. It was a Wednesday. No thank yous. No goodbyes. No thanks for taking this dead station and bringing it back to number 1 in all the mail demos, number 5. No thank you from anybody.
Mm-mm.
It's all right. So now, I will never set here's my next edict for the Infinity Broadcast Management.
Yes.
I will not sit in a meeting with anybody again for the rest of my life. I won't do it. If you think I am, I'm not.
Wow, it's so exciting to be here in the Nerve Center.
What?
Well, this is Command Central right here, right where we're sitting. Everything starts here and emanates outward. It's just quite scintillating.
Mm. Like watching the guy push the button to launch the space shuttle.
Exactly.
You're there where it starts.
Russ is the guy that says, Houston, we have a problem.
You just made an edict of Infinity Broadcasting.
And I won't. I'm not telling them how to run their business. I'm just telling you, I will not. I swear to Jesus, as I'm standing here, I will not sit in a meeting with another program director for the rest of my life. I will quit. Hold me to my contract. Sue me. Yeah. I'll get on the air every day, and I'll really tell you what I think about the ethnics. And I won't hit the delay either. Put me back on the air if I don't want to go. Which reminds me, I have a very important announcement about this show and XM Radio later this week.
Really?
Yes. Very, very important announcement.
Okay. You going to give us a time frame?
Between now and Friday.
Okay.
I wasn't going to say anything, and I've changed my mind. I won't sit in another meeting. I will not.
Okay.
I'll hand out keychains at Taco Inn. I will not. I refuse. If somebody has no idea what's going on, somebody not even from this market, come in and tell me, don't talk about this. I'm talking about Greg now. Bob, I don't think he's ever said a word. He just calls me at home and bitches at me. Curses at me. On my own home phone.
Yes.
I don't think when I signed up with Verizon, that was part of the deal.
Well, you have to change the number again.
Yeah.
Bob's got it.
How'd he get that one?
I don't know.
I must have called and forgot to block it there.
Yeah, caller ID.
Where was I going with this?
More Bob conversations?
Oh, it's Greg. I remember when, who was a Kennedy that crashed in the plane?
John?
Yeah. When John crashed, he called me and went, hey, you shouldn't say anything about this. The people in Dallas-Fort Worth still are very sensitive about the Kennedys. Wait a minute. Where the hell are you from? Well, I'm from California. And how the hell do you know what people in Dallas-Fort Worth think about the Kennedys or how we feel 30-some-odd years after the assassination? It's 40 years now, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, heck, they're talking about potentially tearing down that fortress of solitude they call the Kennedy Memorial to make room for other stuff.
Are they seriously?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yes. That's how we feel about Kennedy, apparently.
It was just the fact that he called and said, da-da-da, and then we made some comment about it on the air. He's on the hotline screaming at me. I went, listen to me, little man. Don't you effing tell me how to handle the Kennedy thing. I was here, and you're no Kennedy. Thank you.
Very nice.
That was the first time I screamed at him. Yeah. He never hotlined me again. Then I went over to his house and I beat his ass.
You did.
So I did. I drug him out in his own front yard and made his kid watch.
You probably should have. But
you know what I beat him with?
What?
A Bill Dookie.
No, you never had one.
Yes, I did. The biggest Bill Dookie on the block. I beat him with it. Then I made him dig his own grave.
Damn. I wonder he never hotlined you again. I won't speak to you.
Anyway, so if anybody's thinking about having meetings with me for any reason, I won't go. I won't show up. I won't be there. You can meet with Trey, and then he can keep it to himself. I won't. I would quit. I would get out of radio if I thought I was going to have to go through that ever again. I'm 42. I went through it the first 15, 16 years of my broadcast. I won't.
I agree.
Pass. Rather go back to work with my dad setting tile.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
You'd rather do that
than sit in a meeting with a program director?
Wow.
That's where Bob McNeil's genius lies. He knows just to sit back, and if the show's going to fail, it's going to fail. After a certain point, you got to trust the people that you put in a position. I won't.
I'm with you.
Yes, Mike?
Hey, boss, how you doing?
Good.
Wanted to just kind of give you a little reminder about this whole horse thing.
Yes?
Yeah, Christopher Reeve has a horse.
Christopher Reeve was out running around jumping over stuff like an idiot.
It don't matter. It don't matter. Have you ever been kicked by a horse?
I fell off of one.
Ruptured.
I get kicked by one as I was a kid.
Well, it comes out.
What?
I actually had my
the whole head thing.
Ruptured.
Yeah. They kick you in all of it?
Yeah, actually did kick me in the head.
All of it?
Yes.
Wow.
Kicked me in the back of the head.
Just been a Clydesdale.
No. Clydesdale. Glad you find humor in
Did you swear to God?
Swear to Jesus.
Hold on. Let me sit down.
What? There's no story to tell.
You got kicked in the head by a horse?
Yes.
What happened?
I was getting out of the car at the pasture.
Yeah. And the horse come up and kick you?
No, the horse was standing by the side of the car, and all I know is I turned around to walk away from the horse. And
kicked in the back of the head?
The world just went woo when I was on the ground. Wow. He just apparently reached up and caught me right there at the very back, and I just flipped over. I was okay. I didn't bleed or anything. He just
did knock you out?
Caught me good. I don't think so. I don't think I went out. Probably I was about 7.
So he
wasn't being aggressive or anything. In fact, he was looking the other way, eating grass, and he may have just done it as a reaction to get a fly off of him.
So it's been swelling since you were a kid.
Shut up.
It's one of them horse karate moves.
Horse karate moves.
That's what he did. They act like they're eating grass in the other direction, and they catch you.
Not a horse karate move.
That's what it was. Horse foo.
Horse foo. Horse foo?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Well, I'm getting a horse.
Good. I won't stand behind it.
Look at you. What we do news last? It's about 3:34.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do that here in a second. Yes, Tracy?
I have a question for Everett.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, a coworker of mine logged on to my computer during the day, like for about 2 months period of time.
Do you know what she said at first?
A coworker of hers logged onto her computer.
Oh, I thought she said her grandma. Go ahead.
No, at the same time that I was on it, and invaded my privacy and all that, and when my company found out, they didn't do anything to him. They just kind of gave him a verbal warning. Do I have any rights there?
Well, potentially, but you have to look at what your damages are. What are you out as a result of his having done that?
Well, there was a lot of private things on my computer.
Whose computer is it?
It's the office's.
You're out.
Yeah, I think the cost of pursuing a litigation of that nature would far outweigh any potential benefit that you might ultimately derive.
Are you supposed to assume in any company environment that you have any type of privacy?
Well, I think certainly there's a certain measure of privacy. It's not what
Well, I mean, like if I get voicemail, should I just, I know, who's rocking? Is that you?
Yeah, every time I move this chair, it squeaks.
Well, then quit it.
I have.
What about voicemail? If the company accesses voicemail, am I supposed to assume that they have access to all of that because it's all their equipment?
I would assume so, yeah, because they can review email, for example. They have access to the servers, and
that's why I said she was screwed. Company, it's a company computer. It's their equipment. They can let anybody look at it they want.
Well, that's probably distinguishable from the situation in which you have a coworker looking at that. I mean, I think as an employee, you have an expectation potentially that your employer will look at that information, but not necessarily a coworker.
What is it?
He hacked into it.
He what?
He hacked into it without the company's permission.
Yeah, I think that's clearly a different situation. But again, you have to analyze what your damages are and determine whether or not it's a cause of action that's worthwhile pursuing. I mean, if you're not going to recover anything, you don't want to spend thousands of dollars with a lawyer.
So you don't think I should sue him?
What are you going to sue him based on?
Well, he learned a lot of private information.
What information did he pick up?
It's private.
Well, we don't know who you are. What was it?
He found out a lot of information about my parents and...
What about your parents?
None of your business.
Well, then I'm not going to help you. I was going to pay for your legal action, you gash.
I didn't ask you. I asked...
That's my new favorite word, by the way. Yeah. What?
I didn't ask you for...
I was gonna pay for it. Now, we'll go waste your money on somebody else, and then you're going to find out you couldn't sue them. What was in your computer?
Just some personal information.
I understand that, but what was it?
And, he got my Social Security number and he got my credit report.
Obviously he shouldn't have that.
Right.
What else did he find out?
He got my credit report. He found out some stuff about my daughter.
How do you know he saw all of this?
Because when I went to my C drive, it showed that he was logged in. And so I went to my manager and then they...
Well, how do you know he was specifically looking at that information?
Well, they went to his computer and he had erased it all, but they pulled it... Hey, they pulled it all back up, and it was all there.
Okay, it was all the stuff that you just named. I got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Any cause of action at all?
Well, I mean...
now he does have information that he shouldn't have.
Yeah, I mean, again, you essentially have two issues that you're looking at. One is liability. Yeah, there may be some liability there, but the other is damages. What are you going to recover, assuming that you do? And you have to balance that against what it's going to cost you to recover that money, and then you can...
And so far, nothing's happened.
Right. He hasn't done anything with that information that's aggrieved you. I haven't heard you say, I'm out X amount of dollars, or I've suffered...
No, I'm not out anything. I'm just really upset.
Well, that's understandable.
I would be upset, too.
If you like, send me an email, and I can send you in the direction of somebody that practices civil law, and you can talk to them if you like.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Goodbye, Gasharoni.
What is this gasharoni?
I don't know. I'm just working it.
Okay.
Hold on a second. Trey wants something. Find out what he wants.
Okay.
He's in the other room. He's staring at me.
I didn't want anything.
Well, what's he doing in the other room?
I don't know. He just shrugged his shoulders and said, I don't want anything.
He's lurking out there now.
What are you lurking out there for? What is it?
Okay, now you said, what is it? So you've invited him into the room. And I'm not going to get in trouble because he's talking to you.
No, I want to know what's going on.
Okay.
What is it?
Got a surprise for you.
What is it?
It's a surprise.
When do I get it?
Shortly.
Will I like it?
I think so.
Will I like it as much as when you came into the studio last night when I was trying to hump Katana and you just stood there and watched?
I think you'll like it more than that.
I don't know that I could stand the excitement. It may actually tax my heart. How long before I get it?
5-7 minutes.
Is it something edible?
No. Sort of.
Am I going to eat it?
No. I hope not.
Okay. I'll wait then. You know what he's talking about?
No concept.
Okay.
He's being very secretive earlier on the phone. You know, covering up so I couldn't hear. I don't know what he's working on.
All right. You said we got a break before news? When we come out of this last break? That's only 19 minutes. I'd like the segment to be at least 20. I'm going to stand here for 45 seconds.
Okay.
All right, we'll be back.
Volveremos con más de la exposición Russ Martin en vivo 1053, la plática que tembla Texas.
Ready to go?
Yep.
Eddie's not in here even to load up the news music, so you're on your own. 5:35. JD Ryan's on Live 105.3.
Thank you, Russ. News brought to us by CBS TV. That's Channel 11. Here we go. Some sort of explosion occurred in the Yale University Law School today. No injuries reported. Yale spokesperson told CNN there was probably some sort of device that triggered the explosion. It was an empty classroom, not the mailroom, as earlier reported. All sources agree there were no injuries. FBI is on the scene. Convicted child killer Darlene Routier lost her request for a new trial after the state's highest criminal court ruled that a reconstructed transcript was legal. Her attorney sued that the trial transcript was so fraught with errors that it hampered them from raising legal issues to protect her from her constitutional rights.
That's too bad.
Why?
Great big cans.
She killed her kids.
I understand.
So they should let her out?
Big cans.
I wonder what they'll do when they electrocute her. I mean, her cans.
What if they let me squeeze them right before they kill her? Has she been sentenced to death?
Yes.
They should allow her one good poke in the whiskers before she goes.
Quit.
Hold on a second. Yes, Mr. Trenholm?
Are you ready for your surprise?
Yes.
It's going to be walking by any second now.
Jesus.
Holy Jesus!
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Is that for me?
That's for you.
I hope Siebert's gone. Oh, Jesus.
Where did you get that?
Wagon Wheel Ranch.
It's a horse.
Yes.
You're going to get Bob fired for sure.
Why is that?
Well, there's a horse in the building.
So what?
Oh, Jesus. What do you mean, so what? Never mind.
Do you house train?
I don't think so.
Is that for me to keep?
No, it's for you to ride.
What's the temperament on that horse? He looks like he's
really nice.
Well,
Very
there's a
sweet.
bunch of people now standing around looking at a horse in the lobby.
I mean, he's inside the building of a radio station, and he's just walked in. Cool as can be.
Got a saddle on and everything.
Yeah.
Are we on out there?
Yes.
What kind of horse is that? Quarter horse? How old is that, he or she? Boy. What do you call a boy? Stallion? Stud?
Or a gelding.
Gelding? Got his weenie? They cut his weenie off? Yeah. Oh, that's too bad. How old did he say he was? 7? Is his temperament? Is he going to be all right if I ride him in the building?
Oh yeah, he's real mellow. He's cool. He's just getting tired of standing here.
Oh, okay. I'm going to go ride a horse.
You're insane.
We got a cell phone? Call the, McNeil's on the hotline. Let me get rid of him. Oh. Hi, Bob.
What the hell are you thinking?
I got a horse.
Oh, that's really great. You got a frickin' horse in the building?
I got a horse, Bob.
A horse? A full-size frickin' horse is in my building? Get the damn horse out of the building.
I got to go, Bob. I need a hotline.
Get the horse out of the building.
I can't. I have to go ride now.
You're out of your mind.
Horsey ride time. Call the hotline.
One by one, all your childhood fantasies come to fruition.
Yeah, I had a monkey, another horse.
And a Batmobile, Mach 5, and now a horse.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Put on the hot. You got to come over here and run the board, Eddie.
You want me to go out and spot you, just in case?
For what?
Never mind.
Can you hear me on this?
Nope.
Try now. What about now?
Now I can.
All right. If it breaks up, just start reading news.
Okay.
Because I don't know how this phone's going to work in the building.
Okay.
All right. I have to go ride my horse now. Is he going to use the bathroom now?
That's a beautiful horse. Like, what do they call it, paint?
I think so.
Is he going to tinkle or drop? Tinkle? Huh. Is it going to be a lot? So why don't you walk him out front before he tinkles? Yeah. Oh, he farted. Oh, Jesus. No! Oh! Oh!
You ain't kidding either.
He keeps walking into it.
Horses fart a lot when they fart.
It's a big horse. Uh-oh.
What?
Bad news. He didn't make it outside.
Oh.
Hey, Dave. Hey, Chambers. Excuse me, Dave.
Oh, good.
He didn't make it all the way outside.
And now general managers.
Yeah. I'm going to ride it in the building anyway.
Okay. Our cleaning people hate us.
I can't imagine why.
Care.
Last week it was hair.
All right. Is he done? Hey, you out there? Yes, you got me? John?
I can hear you.
All right. Is he done? Yeah. Are you all right? That's all right. Can I get on now? All right. All right, let's go back inside.
So you're up on it now? You're on the horse?
Yep. Good. Now I'll go this way.
You inside the building?
Yeah, cars are starting to pack up out here. Come on, sweetie. Chloe, you're going to have to open the door. Seaver's not going to believe I'm Beth walking back in. Come on, let's go. Yeah. All right. Come on, sweetie. I got a horse. Come on, here we go.
You guys coming back in the front door?
Yeah.
I'm watching for you.
I'm all right. Here we go. We're in. Yeah, we're in. Hey, Dave. How's it going? Right. I'm all right. All right, we're in. Okay.
Guy from the evening show, turn the corner and run the other way.
Yeah, we're about to. We're going to gallop down the hall. Here we go. Come on, sweetie. Here we go.
I'm already imagining the visual.
What's there he is. Watch, they're going to come right by the window.
Bring him. Here we go. Let's stop this. Here we go.
Okay, officially seen everything. I have officially seen it all.
Let's come on to Wild 100.
Russ just rode by the window on a horse.
That's the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
All right. Try and take that out with you. Here we go. Here we go. We're going. Come on.
Oh, here he comes.
Come Come on, we're going this way.
He's going to Wild 100.
Oh, man, it stinks out here. Is Alex on here?
He's not talking right now. I'm looking through the window.
That's all right. We're just about to walk by. There we go. There we go. Come on, sweetie.
We can see all the way. We can see all the way through the other window.
Make sure somebody picks up that horse crap. Get McNeil to pick it up. There we go. Come on, sweetie. Hey, Alex. What's up?
Alex just stood up. Like, what?
Hey, how do you back this thing up? There we go. Come on, let's back up. There we go.
So now it's gone in the building, number 1 and number 2.
Yeah,
Good.
I think we're screwed.
Good.
This thing ain't got no backup. Yeah, that's right, Trey. Piss him off. Is it? There you go, sweetie. All right. All right, I got no place else to go. Oh, God, is he cramping again? Oh. I don't know how you back these up. I just had to go forward. Yeah, that's right. Back him up against a glass door. Here we go. This is better. You ain't got to put no quarters in it. Hey, Alex. There we go. Hey, Dave. Man, there's horse crap all over this place. I'm not working in this dump anymore. Oh, Jesus.
What?
You know the glass case that holds all the pictures?
Yeah.
He just knocked it off.
Oh, God.
There we go. There we go. Come on, sweetie. Woo! That's right, sweetie. Walk right through it.
Trey brought him in here. Blame it on him.
Yeah. There we go. I'm about to pass again.
Oh, by the window. Yeah. There he goes. Nice little howdy doody salute. I like that.
All right. Go get your horse. Hey, Trey. Hey, this horse ain't stopping. Where's the guy that owns this thing?
Oh, it's not. Well, back in the ring.
All right, why don't you guys go ahead and go to break?
Okay.
I'll be back in a second.
Okay.
I don't know how to turn this thing off.
We'll be back with more of the Russ Martin Show on Live 105.3, the talk that rocks Texas.
We'll be back with the Russ Martin Show.
We're going to have somebody clean the carpet in the hall.
Yes. I thought you were kidding. That's nasty.
Yeah. Twice. Down this hallway and then over here by Wild 100.
Great.
I like how Seifert came in and goes, you're not mad, are you? What's he going to say? You're running things here.
I keep forgetting.
Yeah. Thanks to folks at the Wagon Wheel Ranch. It's awagonwheelranch.com. Horse rentals, boarding lessons, hay rides, and in radio stations. 972-462-0894.
What's the website?
It's awagonwheelranch.com.
Where are they? Because I'd like to go out on the weekend.
Actually, I would too. I was just thinking that. I'm looking here. They got a little map.
Let me see it, Eddie.
Well, it's in Grapevine. Ruth Wall Road in Grapevine, Texas. It's the office.
Oh, I see. Up 35.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
They got hay rides and everything. That's cool.
That'd be cool around Halloween. Fall. Did Trey get all the dookie picked up?
Most of it.
All right. McNeil's got a carpet cleaner, doesn't he?
Yes.
I'll let him clean it.
You're going to make your boss come bring his personal carpet cleaner up here to clean the carpet that you rode a horse and got it dirty?
He should have better control over his talent.
Yes.
If he did, this wouldn't have happened. Yeah. Kind of program director. How can you respect a man that lets his talent ride a horse inside of a radio station?
Good point.
He ain't long for radio. He's lost control.
I'm just surprised you let him keep his job.
He's got an afternoon wildebeest on the air.
Mm-hmm.
I am.
You are.
Thank you. Do we start news?
Damn, we started. We stopped right in the middle of the horse. I was up to the Sorenstam story.
The who?
What's her name? Sorenstam.
Here, we'll start again. All right, 6 o'clock at KLLI, Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. J.D. Ryan's on live.
Yay.
105.
Thank you. Brought to us by the Wagon Wheel Ranch at this point. In her final preparation for the Bank of America Colonial, Annika shot 1 over par for 10 Pro-Am holes today before play was suspended due to wet conditions.
Is that good or bad?
1 over par? It's average, I guess.
Yeah, you want a par's average.
Okay.
1 over par.
So it's 1 more stroke than, it's 1 above average.
What is average?
Well, each hole has a certain number of strokes that you're supposed to complete the hole by.
Depending on the course?
Right, right. So 1 is 1 above the total of what it should be.
Obviously, perfect would be 18.
Yes, hole in 1 every time.
All right.
Yeah, that would be perfect. That would be impossible.
No?
Well, it would be because they're dog legs. I mean, unless you could shoot it over the top of the trees and land in a hole, that would be virtually impossible.
I'll go with virtually.
Okay.
Yes.
If they're dog legs and such.
Absolutely.
8:58 tomorrow morning, she'll become the first woman in 58 years to play in a PGA Tour event.
So does that mean she's qualified, or?
Yeah, she starts tomorrow morning, 8:58. That's what it says here.
All right.
So, unless it rains. When the national terror alert goes up, the airport is one of the first places we'll see changes. 1-hour parking spaces at the DFW airport are already being closed, and police officers will soon be standing outside the gates doing visual inspections on vehicles again.
What about that great big open field that leads up to the runways?
Those were closed also.
Oh, what I saw on the TV?
Those were closed also.
Janet St. James did the story. They had some of the gates.
I went on the web and I looked at the story, watched the whole thing.
Yes.
I don't want to get into an argument about it, but do you want an opinion?
Yours?
Go ahead. Obviously you don't.
What are you going to say? Are you going to dispute her story?
Yes.
Okay. Hold on a second. What is it, Stephanie?
Say what?
What would you like?
Oh, I would love to tell you, if you'll listen, I have a theory. I don't know, you've been talking about today about, being 50 or getting close to 50 and, you're talking about buying a horse and, most guys that are going through, midlife crisis, they go out and they buy shiny new cars, and of course you've already got that. So I think that's why you're into this horse thing. Could that be a good hypothesis?
I don't even know what you just said. What's your point?
Come on.
Did you just spend 30 seconds asking me if I'm going through a midlife crisis?
Yes.
No, I'm not.
No, I
didn't have the money to do this when I was in my 20s.
Oh, give me a break.
I didn't.
Well, you just, I don't know, monkeys, horses.
Who didn't want a monkey when they were a kid? My parents wouldn't get me one. I couldn't afford one. Now I can afford one. I want a monkey. And I want a horse.
Yeah, but don't you think it's just, kind of a coincidental that you're talking about, being afraid of being 50 and then all of a sudden you're...
No, I never wanted to be 50. Who wants to be 50? When I was a kid, that was the first thing out of my mouth. I don't want to be 50.
I'm going to be 30 in July, and I'm dreading that.
Well, 30's okay. Well, not for women. 30's okay for guys. 40's okay for guys. There is no way to dress up. I'm 50.
So you don't think you're going through a midlife crisis?
No.
Really?
Didn't I just explain it to you why it's not a midlife crisis? I've always wanted this stuff. I just didn't have the cash to get it.
I've never been a good listener, so.
Well.
Hey,
Neither was I. All right, what's your opinion on Janet St. James?
Looking at all the stories.
We'll keep this nice and professional and courteous. Just two buddies talking back and forth.
Okay. There's two different parts of that construction.
Hold on a second. Snowman. See if you can get Janet St. James on the phone. Okay.
I don't want to argue with her about her story.
You're going to dispute part of her story. She needs to be here to defend herself. I'm just trying to be fair.
Okay. I'm not defending DFW. I'm not sure. I wasn't there. I don't know. But I do know, because I've lived there and I drive right by there every day, there are two parts of that construction. One of them is on what they call the AOA, the Airport Operating Area. That part is normally completely secure.
Yeah.
Now, if they got trucks on the runway that the tower didn't hear and the ground controllers didn't hear,
right,
then that's a problem.
Okay.
I wasn't there. I don't know what frequency they heard of this on. I don't know where they recorded it.
Okay.
But the buses going in that they recorded, those are going into the construction area. That's not a secure area. It's not an airport operating area.
According to her in the story, all those people on that bus were supposed to have identifying badges, and they didn't.
Okay. It looked like to me that bus was going by a construction entrance, not the airport entrance.
Regardless of where it was going, they were all supposed to have ID badges, and none of them had them.
She knew that. She knows where they're supposed to be.
That's why I'm having her that's why I'm getting her on the phone so she can answer these questions.
There are two entrances.
So far I'm remaining calm, but so far you're not making any sense.
I'm making complete sense.
It sounds like you didn't watch the story.
I watched it totally.
Okay.
And I know that area, and I've been out there many times.
Do you watch the same way that you read and comprehend?
Stop it.
Do you?
You're not going to be ugly, then I just won't bring it up.
Am I being ugly?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, then. Then I'll nicen it up. I'm sure you have a very valid point, and I can't wait to get to it.
I already got to it.
That was it?
I believe what she's talking about. Those people were not on the AOA, which is the airport operating area.
Well, then why wouldn't Ken Capps come on and go, you know what, the area you're talking about, that's not supposed to be a secure area?
That I don't know. Maybe they're waiting to, I don't know.
How did the trucks get onto the runway?
Again, I don't know. I don't know where they recorded that. Those trucks are supposed to be in communication with ground control, not the tower.
Okay.
So, I don't know. And
I don't understand what you're disputing. There are trucks on the runway that aren't supposed to be passing the runway, and nobody knew.
I'm not disputing everything in a report. I'm just saying those busloads full of people that she showed pulling in, the security guards sleeping, were not going onto the airport operating area. They were in the construction area. And there is another guard, a Federal Aviation cleared guard.
Was he awake?
I don't know. I didn't see that part. That's what I'm saying. I can't.
Well, if you're not going to research this, don't even bring it up.
I wasn't there.
Am I still being ugly?
No, you're doing much better now.
See?
There you go. Don't attack me personally.
I'm not attacking you personally. I'm just saying what you're saying is stupid.
It's not stupid. It makes complete sense.
It does not.
Have you ever been out there, that part of the airport?
Hold on, wait.
You're back to ugly.
Yeah.
Yes, I have.
Have you really?
Many times. I would just drive out there and sit 2 feet from the runway and watch the planes take off.
You've never been there.
Blew me over twice.
You've never been there.
Yes, I have. I used to sit out there in the Firebird, watch the planes take off, land.
Mm-hmm. You can't get anywhere near the end of the runway.
I did.
Okay. Sure you did.
A couple of times I realized I was too close and I had to back up a couple of feet.
I got you. Then I stand corrected.
I don't even know why you bring it up.
I'm sure you drove right to the end of the runway. Parked right next to an airplane, probably.
No, the planes don't come down that far.
Oh.
Don't be stupid.
My bad.
Ugly. Back to ugly.
Sorry, I didn't, yeah.
I thought I was being constructive. When you tell somebody don't be stupid, that's constructive.
I had this conversation with a girlfriend a few weeks ago, and I didn't win either, so I'd quit.
Oh, I'll win this one.
Okay.
All right, so you're saying her story wasn't accurate. Wasn't completely accurate.
I watched it, and I believe...
You think it was slanted?
There's a little bit of hype for ratings. Yeah.
So
it's a great story. It's a great headline.
So her story had a slight slope to it.
I believe. I wasn't there. I don't know where she recorded those things. Looking at it all the way through several times.
Mm-hmm. So watching that story, you had no concerns about security on that part of the airport where the construction was going on?
If they had trucks on a runway, that's a problem that the tower doesn't know about.
Yes.
That the ground controllers don't know about.
So we all agree that...
That's bad.
And I'm being nice here. We all agree that construction trucks on a runway where a plane's going to take off,
right?
That's bad.
That's bad.
Okay. So we're all in agreement on that one.
Right.
What are we not in agreement on?
I don't know where that plane was when he saw it.
What difference does it make? They're on the runway.
Because there's two different frequencies. If that truck had been cleared by ground control, that's one frequency. That plane's talking to she recorded the conversation between that plane and the
air traffic controller where the plane calls the tower and says, I'm aborting this takeoff because there's trucks on the runway. The ATC goes, holy smokes, which means he probably didn't give them the okay.
That's not, there's two different guys though.
Well, then there should be communication. Once again, it goes back to the airport. So where's the hole in the story?
Like I said, there's a lot of things you don't know about, and I don't either. I watched it.
What is it? I'm trying.
There you go.
What?
See, I'm sorry I even brought it up. You're trying to defend it.
What I'm saying is there are things going on that shouldn't be going on, and when it all comes down to the final analysis, the airport is responsible for what happens on that property, and somebody should be watching everything that goes on that premises.
Right.
You could point fingers in a bunch of different directions and go, it's a security company or it's these people or this, but when it all comes down, it's the airport's responsibility to make sure that everything is secure. I don't care who you subcontract to. If there are trucks on the runway, somebody needs to know.
It's true. You don't know where that truck was.
I don't give a rat's ass if it just came out of the snack doodle bar and they were heading out to get a latte.
Latte.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Trey says she's about to go on the air and will call us as soon as she's done.
I'll be past it.
I know. I don't want to argue with her about it anyway.
Why not?
Because
obviously, you're saying she doesn't know how to do reporting on Channel 8.
That.
Man, that's what I heard you say, Jay.
I did not say that.
And I've tried to defend her as best as I can. And I think I've done a fine job.
As the terror alert moves to level orange, the transportation...
Why is it in orange? Why don't we just drop it down to green and just open up all the gates?
No.
Let all the trucks on the runway. Free lotties for everybody.
The Transportation Security Administration is cutting the passenger screening workforce by 3,000 this month and another 3,000 by September in an effort to meet budget requirements. No flight will be allowed over the biggest sporting events in the U.S., and that also includes the Colonial. This weekend there will be no flying over flights. American Airlines said today it would cut fares on some routes and add seats to many planes as part of a turnaround plan outlined by the new chief executive. American plan to cut annual...
Who's running American now?
Chief Executive Gerard Arpey. He announced the moves today at the company's annual shareholders meeting. American planned to cut annual costs by $4 billion. They lost $1 billion in the first quarter. So that's good news. Airfare may go down for the summer.
Also, they're putting seats back into planes.
That's what I said.
Well, then that's where I heard it.
Yeah. Adding seats to many planes is part of the turnaround.
Well, that was their big thing, is we're going to take all these seats out and make the cabins more luxurious and give you more room. And now they're going, well... maybe it wasn't such a good deal after all.
Maybe Southwest knew what they were doing.
It's probably become quite luxurious of late.
Yeah.
Well, with Southwest, you don't have to have that much leg room because most of their flights aren't that long.
Short. That's true.
I think Southwest, that was a genius idea.
You're right. Everything they've done right.
And they're the only ones that made it through 9/11 made a profit, right?
Correct.
But I think Everett's also right, because they don't have to worry about, intercontinental flights and suffering in that department, because they don't do that.
Right.
Absolutely.
As you say, a lot of their business is commuter. People flying from Houston to Dallas and things.
So if we get Janet St. James on the phone, what are you going to tell her? Don't let me waste a phone call.
Don't bother. You'll be passive by then. I just watched the show and I went, I don't know what happened. I wasn't there. But from what I see...
So you don't think anybody goes back and validates the stories that she's done?
I have no idea what goes on.
So you think they just, somebody comes in, hands the tape, and they just air it?
No. I'm just saying.
It's not like
from what I saw,
yes.
I didn't see a busload of people going onto a runway. They were
are you saying they faked the audio?
Anybody can drive in a construction area.
At the airport?
And by the way, those will fall into a construction area, yeah.
At the airport?
Yes.
All right, so the security does suck.
No.
Make up your mind.
That's not...
You just said anybody could do it.
Drive into the construction area.
To the airport?
Yes.
Okay.
But there's no access to the runway from there.
Obviously there is. They had construction trucks on the runway, and a plane aborted its flight. What is it you're disputing?
There's another security guard between the main construction area and where you have access to the runways.
Did he help get the trucks off the runway?
Who?
This other security guard that's supposed to be watching things.
I don't know.
I don't understand what you're telling me.
I don't. It's too complicated.
What's complicated? There are trucks on the runway.
True.
Okay.
There's a lot of things that could have caused that.
Yeah, somebody driving out onto the runway.
They're supposed to be out there at some point.
They're not supposed to be on a runway when a plane is taxiing to take off. Okay, so who's responsible?
Back into the situation.
Who's responsible?
The ground controller.
Who's responsible?
The ground controller is ultimately responsible.
Who was ultimately responsible for everything that goes on out there?
For a truck on the runway, the ground controller.
The airport is responsible.
The FAA is responsible for an active runway.
Okay.
So that's not the airport. That's the FAA.
I bet when it comes down to the final breakdown, somebody's going to go to the airport and go, why are there effing trucks on the runway?
Okay.
Somebody's going to ask that question.
I know, but
I would hope to God someone would stand up in a meeting and hold her hand and go, what is a truck doing on the runway? I don't know. It's not my job.
For active runways, it's the FAA. Unfortunately, that's part of the way the government's going to spin it. If this really happened, you got video of the truck standing.
What is it that you don't think? Why is it you don't think it happened?
I don't know where maybe it was all the way at the other end of the runway and they crossed over and they had clearance and they were going to get by and the pilot went, you know what? I don't feel comfortable with this. I'm going to taxi back around and do it again.
Why are you protecting these people?
I'm not. I'll just watch the story.
You're the only person that's defending these people. You know what? Here's my take on it. I don't like trucks on the runway. If you like trucks on the runway, fine. You can fly wherever you want where they have trucks on the runway. Me, I'm going to ask before I get on the plane. Does this plane take off anywhere near trucks on the runway? Because if they say yes, I'm not flying with them anymore.
Good plan. I'm with you.
But so far, you've defended it. Why is it you don't think there was trucks on the runway?
I didn't say that.
You just said, I don't know. Why would a plane abort a flight if it wasn't any big deal?
There are incursions that happen, and it's up to the captain's responsibility and judgment at that moment. And it may have been a problem. I don't know. It could have been 10 feet in front of the plane. Could have been all the other way.
Obviously, it was close enough for the pilot to abort the flight.
Exactly. So I don't know where it was. But really what I was talking about, not that specific instance, I was talking about the busload of people coming through the construction site.
Who were supposed to have ID badges that didn't.
It's a busload of people going to the construction
Who were supposed to have ID badges that didn't. What is it you're missing on that?
There's another fence between where she was videotaping and the runway.
Did your dad actually set him own self on fire?
No, you're not listening.
I am listening.
No, there's another checkpoint between where she was videotaping.
I don't give a rat's ass where it was. They said as they got on that bus, they were supposed to have ID tags at which they did not have them. Did you not watch the story?
I watched the story.
Well, watch it again because I don't like talking like this.
I don't either.
It's like taking Clinton's deposition.
God bless.
Me or him?
Oh, him.
Oh. See? Even Everett ain't with you on this one. And Everett, don't ever listen to me.
Good. Every plane out of DFW is in danger. Ooh. It was a big Channel 8 story.
Buddy, you're going to get sued for libel.
No.
That libel or slander? That's libel.
That's what she said.
That's irresponsible.
That's what she said.
That's not what she said. It is not.
There's the security problems at the airport.
Obviously there are. Are there trucks on the runway?
Yes, there always will be.
That would be
doing construction.
And it's aborting planes' flights. Okay. To me, that's a security concern.
That should be
you may call it whatever you wish.
Okay.
I don't get it. I don't understand what you're doubting about this story.
It's full of holes, but that's okay.
What are the holes?
I don't want to get into it.
I do.
You're just going to argue about it.
There's nothing to argue about.
You're just going to argue about it.
I am not. Here, I'll agree with you. Go ahead.
No.
Yes.
48-year-old Bonnie.
I don't want to hear about no 48-year-old guy.
It's a chick.
I don't want to hear about her either.
You're going to want to hear the story. It's a lot funnier what we're talking about.
I enjoy this.
Okay. It's funny. This is funny.
All right, let me hear it.
48-year-old Bonnie Tellone.
And drive a truck on the runway?
No, worse than that. 41-year-old Bobby Fraser, newlyweds from Yonkers, New York, got into a little spat while they were driving down Cape Cod on their honeymoon. They got lost. Luckily, a police officer saw them on the side of the road and offered them directions. 10 minutes later, the cops saw the couple pull off the side of the road again. Only this time, Robert was on top of his new bride, punching her in the face. Told you. That's a good one. In the heat of the rumble, the couple finally fell out of the car and rolled into the highway, still smacking each other in the face. They were both arrested and charged with assault and battery. Once they got to the station, they had to be separated again. Much funnier than airports and trucks. Maxim Magazine dropped an issue yesterday in its annual Hot 100 list. Shakira, Jennifer Lopez, Shania Twain all made the list. This year's hottest chick in the world, according to Maxim Magazine, Christina Aguilera.
She is not.
That's what they say.
That's not even close.
This is Maxim. Hottest chick in the world.
She hasn't always had that boob job, has she?
No.
All right. Isn't it amazing how is that Janet St. James? Good.
No,
you can tell her how you want to critique. How you want to critique.
I don't want to talk to her.
Hello, Janet.
I left.
Hello. Everybody's a critic, let me tell you.
How are things at Channel 8 today?
It's a sad day. Doug Fox is retiring.
How old is he?
I don't know how old he is.
I saw that we've got 4 TVs on in here.
He's 60.
And they're handing him gifts and stuff.
Yeah. He's a great man. He's going to be really missed. Really missed.
Is he really retiring, or is there some kind of scandal going on?
No, he's really retiring. There's no scandal.
Certainly, there's no reason why you would want to retire from Belo at 60. What's going on?
Sure there is. He's had enough of being a television newsman, and I think he's ready to go write a book and relax in the mountains.
All right, so let me ask you this. When you go and do a story and you turn in all the video to your editor, do they just take it at face value, or do they double-check on anything?
The editor?
Or anybody. When you turn in footage, do they just take it at face value, put it on the air?
Well, for an investigative piece, you are very specific about what goes where.
Right. Because JD says your story's got holes in it.
I didn't say that. I just said I watched it, and the construction people coming on to the airport, they're going into the construction area from what I can see.
I believe your quote was full of holes.
Yes, you said full of holes, and you also threw
saying that with her on the phone.
You also threw out something about her personal hygiene, which I thought was way out of line.
Janet, you know better.
All right, so what sort of personal holes? See, there's applause in the newsroom. Doug Fox is walking in the newsroom for the last time. Sorry.
Put Doug on the phone.
Hey, Doug Fox, can you come here for a second? Hold on, let me see if I can get him over here.
I'd tell him who it was first.
Yeah.
Doug Fox, can you come here for a second, real quick? Hold on.
Tell him who it is.
Mr. Fox, this is the Russ Martin Show. You'll be on live radio.
Okay. Hello.
Hi, Doug.
Hi there.
Well, congratulations on many years at Channel 8.
Well, thank you very much.
Why are you retiring? Is it in light of some type of scandal?
No.
Because you seem like a very young, attractive man. There's no reason for you to retire.
Bless you. But there aren't very many 60-year-old beat reporters running around in this city.
You know, I've always wondered that, why you weren't, because you've been at Channel 8 how long?
29 years yesterday.
Okay, so you've gone through Tracy Rowlett's and Vern Lundquist's.
Well, I knew Tracy long before we ever got Channel 8. I mean, I've worked with him off and on since 1971.
30 years.
3 different stations, yeah.
Trying to think of other people that have been there. Bob Gooding?
Bob Gooding was here when I came.
I'm out
Jack Van Roy was doing the weather.
That's right. Ken Rainey.
Yeah, Vern Lundquist was doing sports. And
so what are you going to do now that you're leaving Channel 8?
Well, I'm going to go to the mountains and just kind of sit back and relax. I had a good friend of mine at church who told me, he said, you know, for the first 6 months, don't do anything. You're on the risk of overcommitting yourself. And so I plan to do basically nothing for a while and sit back and enjoy the elk. And while everybody is down here burning up in the July heat, I'll be sitting on my front porch in about 75-degree weather. And while it's 95 at night here at 10 o'clock, it'll be about 65 in Estes Park. And, you know, I'm just going to enjoy it.
So 30 years at Channel 8, what's going to be the biggest, because I'm sure somebody's already asked this, what was the biggest story that you could consider that you covered in the 30 years?
Oh, boy, biggest story. Oh, my Lord. There are so many. I mean, the catastrophes usually. One of the tragedies of this business is that, you know, you run across various people that you work with from time to time and that have gone on to other stations. And the only time that you ever see them again is when you gather at something like the Oklahoma City bombing or the church shooting over in Fort Worth here a few years ago where several people were killed. And you look up. In fact, there was an old CBS photographer there that I saw. And we had met in 1972 at a prison riot in Oklahoma.
Those are always big gatherings.
Mm-hmm. And we looked at each other and we said, we're just both too old to be doing this. So those obviously stick in your mind. They leave an impression. But it's, I guess the tragedies, the ones where you're really working around the clock and trying to get a handle on things and to really tell some good people stories.
Are you guys going out to celebrate tonight?
Not tonight. We're going to have a party tomorrow and another one on Saturday, and then we're taking off Sunday to go to Colorado.
Well, congratulations on 30 years at Channel 8.
Thank you very, very much. I'm honored.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Phone back to the chick.
He's a good guy, isn't he?
Hey, he's all right. I was nice to him.
I'm glad.
Now, you want to tell me about this jackass story you did?
Oh, God.
JD said you made most of it up. No, I didn't. That was the first thing out of your mouth. Janet. You said, I don't know how this crap gets on Channel 8, and Janet, I defended you all the way to the end.
Janet, you know I didn't say that.
I'm sure.
And I'm sure she does.
Thank you. She knows I did not say that.
There's no reason to check her personal hygiene.
All right, so what are the questions here?
Jay, one of the... I don't even really care.
Chatter?
He doesn't really care anymore.
I don't care anymore. I'm past it.
You're past it?
Did you talk to Alexa today?
No. I told you I'm not talking about that anymore.
All right.
Do you have any questions about my story?
No. What about the hypnosis thing?
Yeah.
That's on, is that on weight loss?
Yeah.
I was going to bring that up for you, JD, but I'm sure she doesn't want to talk to you because her stories are all full of holes.
No, they're not.
Obviously, you're not going to believe anything else she does.
Not what I said.
Probably against hypnosis.
Quit, Amber. I don't need your help.
So does this, the hypnosis work for weight loss?
Yeah, from what I saw, yeah, the people that I talked to said yes. The key though is that you have to be really open to it.
Right. You have to want to do it just like anything else.
Yeah, you have to want to do it.
Right.
But I'll tell you, I went in for a weight loss for one of those sessions and listened to the hypnosis for what was happening to somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
And for the rest of the week, I couldn't stop thinking about it.
Or clucking.
So it's pretty interesting. All right, so you don't have any questions about my DFW story?
No, you know what? I've covered it all. I think I defended your position.
I'm sure that you were right on target.
Hey, if you got trucks on the runway, I don't care who's pointing fingers. It ain't supposed to happen. Hello?
I'm here.
Is that right or wrong?
Well, I mean, I can't I can't interject my opinion. I would say that there are questions about why there are construction trucks on the runway with a jumbo jet approaching it, yeah.
See? And JD doesn't even think that happened. JD thinks you faked the audio.
I did not. Janet, I didn't
And so,
say any of
JD,
this.
what exactly did you say?
Janet, I'm not going to... You're not hearing what happened. So
All right, well, then tell her. Make it quick. We got a break. Tell her.
I'm not going to get into this. We already reviewed it.
Oh, so now you're making the decisions on what we've reviewed?
It's a wonderful story.
You said it was full of holes.
It's a great story. You did a great job.
That's not what I got off the air. That's not what you said. You also said, why didn't you just do a story on Bat Boy?
No, I didn't say that.
All right. So is the hypnosis thing on tonight at 10, Janet?
Yeah, on tonight.
All right. Well, you've been very sweet.
Thank you.
And say hello or goodbye to Doug Fox for us.
I will.
And go sniff Dale Hansen.
Gosh, you guys.
Oh, you know.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thank you, sweetie.
All right, bye.
All right, Janet. Well,
what?
Don't you turn different colors when somebody gets on the phone?
I just don't want to get into it. I said from the beginning I didn't want to discuss this.
So why'd you bring it up?
I wasn't
Obviously,
there.
She was, and you saw the video. Look, there's Dale.
And today.
That's the wrong one.
It does. But if the Mavericks do win tonight, well, let's talk about
every single time.
Yeah.
Fine. You question her validity with her stories.
My opinion. That's all. I said it going in. I have no proof. I said that going in.
And then sucked up to her the whole time she was on the phone.
I just know.
Kiss ass.
I said I didn't want to talk to her.
Why not?
I have no proof. I gave her my opinion.
She has the right to
absolutely
base her.
I'm not accusing her of anything. I'm just giving my opinion.
Yes.
My opinion.
Confront those who would bear witness against them. And what do? Change your story.
Isn't Trey screwed something up recently?
No, I'm very happy with Trey. He got me a horse.
Oh, great.
Are you done?
Yes. Well, there's news and information. Sort of. I'm J.D. Ryan on Live 105.3, the talk that rocks Texas.
We'll be back with the Russ Martin Show.
Every time that door opens and closes to the studio, I can smell the horse meringue.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Damn.
As can we all.
The Lysol.
Please. How much is the horse and how much of it's Everett?
Did you do that, Everett?
What did I do? I haven't done a thing.
You got up a while ago to go to the bathroom and left don't say you didn't.
Oh, no, I did that.
Yes, thank you.
Well, I just got one when the door opened and closed. Is it still pretty bad out there?
Yeah, it's pretty rank.
What if I should have somebody clean the carpet tonight?
Yeah, probably. It's going to reek tomorrow. That sits in that carpet all night.
Hi, this is Bob McNeil. I'm not available to take your call right now, but I do check my voicemail frequently, so leave me a message, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible.
Hey, Bob, it's Russ. We're going to need you to clean the carpet in the hall sometime tonight. You can come up the next few hours. It'd be great. Thanks. Okay.
Do we do traffic? Do you want to do weather? I can't believe you're saying that to Bob.
What?
Can we have the boss come clean the carpet?
Well, he needs to get right on it or it's going to stain.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not my fault. He can't control his talent.
Do you hear that?
Yes.
Okay.
Is it?
No, but you're the talent he can't control.
I understand that as well. But it is not my fault. He can't control the people that he's actually hired, the people that work for him. Mm-hmm. He can't control his subordinates. So, since he can't control his subordinates, which is a mistake on his part, he has to be punished. And this is the best way I know to punish him.
I understand.
If he had better control over me and this show, this wouldn't have happened, and there would be no horse grunt all over the halls.
I understand. Makes perfect sense now.
So as a result, he has to be taught a lesson.
It's an opportunity to learn.
Yes. This will be a good one.
It is not my fault he hired an afternoon wildebeest.
Yes, he did.
What is the, what do you got, Eddie? You act like you came in with something.
Oh, some rubber gloves.
What for?
I just needed some.
All right. I don't know.
Okay.
He borrowed money 2 weeks ago for a 55-gallon drum of muriatic acid. I just don't ask anymore. He just said he was doing landscaping.
I got you.
So
I don't know either.
If we don't ask, we're not accessories. What is, did you run through all the trivia you were talking about earlier? Because Everett's here. I actually have somebody, worthy.
I have some trivia. Batman trivia, it's Andy Griffith trivia, it's a 60s and 70s TV mostly.
We got off on TV stuff, yesterday or the day before because of, ABC's 50-year anniversary.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead, rattle through some.
Okay.
We got 20 minutes to go. Until the Liz Wilde show. There you go, Bob.
There we go. Which villain never stole the Batmobile?
Everett. Who is,
I was giving you credit for it.
Oh, great. I'll withhold my answer because it's probably wrong. Who is?
I think he has choices.
I can give you some choices.
Okay, give me some choices.
Was it the Penguin, Riddler, Catwoman, or the Joker?
Who is Catwoman?
Wrong. Joker. All right. And that's weird because I thought I remember seeing the Joker in the Batmobile one time, driving it. But that's what this says. What writer once made a cameo? Oh, no, I don't want that one. What city did Batman and Robin travel to in order to capture Lord Fogg and Lady Peasoup?
London.
Londinium.
Okay. All right.
Which character, the regular on the show, was never inside the Batcave?
Commissioner Gordon.
Very good. Chief O'Hara. Oh, it's Chief O'Hara. I'm sorry.
Chief O'Hara? Mm-hmm. Commissioner Gordon was in there?
Apparently.
He was never in the Batcave. Was he?
Only the chief never made it inside the Batcave.
All right. Maybe he was. I don't know that one.
Okay. What was the name of Ma Parker's only daughter?
Was it,
Nope, that's not it. You're getting closer, though. That's where those things come together, what you said.
Legs.
That's it.
Her name was Legs?
Yeah, Legs. That's right.
Very nice.
Her name was Legs?
Legs.
Who knew I was that close?
Ma Parker didn't think girls were fit for crime and didn't let Legs do much of anything.
Except keep her warm.
Yes.
All right.
According to the Catwoman, the Joker once called her for a date, but she turned him down because she didn't like what? The Joker.
Lady Pistol Whipper?
No.
What?
The green hair. She once told Batman about how he was the only man worthy of her.
Fine. Why don't you jump to the Andy Griffith stuff?
Okay, fine. Clampett stuff. Here we go.
All right.
The Clampett's clan left the country life for Beverly Hills.
Bug Tussle.
Nope. Oh. Who did Jed leave in charge of the old house?
Who is Aunt Pearl?
Correct.
Ah.
Who was originally cast in the role of comedy writer Rob Petrie? Originally cast.
Carl Reiner.
Correct. Very good. That one. Which networks, you're good at this one, which network or networks broadcast the first Super Bowl?
CBS.
Half right.
And ABC.
NBC. On the TV series Bewitched, what was the last name of Darren and Samantha Stevens' nosy neighbor?
Kravitz.
Kravitz, correct. On the series Mr. Ed, what was Wilbur Post's occupation? Wilbur Post's occupation.
Insurance guy.
Architects. Which villain cannot be seen in the opening credits of the Batman show? See, these are harder.
Egghead.
Nope, the Riddler. Oh, we don't need that one. What color were Batman's swim trunks in the episode Surf's Up and Joker's Under?
Red.
Yellow. Before actor Cliff Robertson inspired Spider-Man, he plagued Batman as which villain?
Shame.
That is correct. Who played James West in the Wild Wild West?
Robert Conrad.
Mm-hmm. Who played Ed Dawson on Green Acres? Tom Lester. Fugitive James Adams was the title character of this series, but of course they used his nickname, which came from his association with his companion.
What? Grizzly Adams.
That is correct. What's the name of the bank in Mayberry?
First National Bank in Mayberry.
Incorrect.
Wait. It's, the bank.
Mayberry Security Bank. What hours are the Wally service station open?
7 to 6.
7 to 7. How much did Emma Watson have to pay for her special pills?
$1.
10 cents. What do Andy and Barney call Aunt Bee's? Very close.
You have to ask the question again. I hit the delay.
What do Andy and Barney call Aunt Bee's homemade pickles? When I say this, you'll remember it.
No, I don't know.
You're right there.
Kerosene? Kerosene pickles?
Kerosene cucumbers.
Okay.
Correct.
I'll take that.
What two characters on the show were mentioned many times but never seen?
Sarah and Juanita.
Yes,
correct.
the diner.
Why does Gomer slap a citizen's arrest on Barney?
Made a U-turn.
Illegal U-turn. What was Aunt Bee's cure for the hiccups?
Fingered herself.
Nope. Hold your breath. Take 5 sips of water. Who did Floyd Lawson punch in the nose on August 9th, 1945?
Opie.
Charlie Foley. Foley called Floyd a crook for charging him for a shave he didn't ask for.
Right.
Barney brought the case back up years later.
Barney got hit, too.
Of course he did. Which of the... let me see here. I won't do that one. Oh, when Gomer Pyle went to Washington, D.C. to perform the National Marine Corps benefit, what song did he sing on stage?
America the Beautiful.
Nope.
The Daniel Boone song.
Dream the Impossible Dream. What cigarette brand once sponsored the primetime TV cartoon series The Flintstones?
Yes, it's already. The Winston.
I'm giving it to you because you didn't know that.
Winston's.
Yes, very good. Did actress Jamie Lee Curtis break into show business as a regular on the TV series
Operation Petticoat?
Correct. Was comic Robin Williams' first TV appearance on Laugh-In, Happy Days, or Mork and Mindy?
You already asked me these.
You told me to slip in some that you already knew.
You're really sucking at cheating. I want you to know that.
We've already been through these. If I want to whoop your ass, I want to do it real.
I know.
Let me find some other ones here. Who played Siegfried, Maxwell Smart's nemesis from Chaos?
Bernie Koppel.
That's correct.
Koppel.
Which TV actress played the role of Miss Ellie Ewing on Dallas for one season?
Donna Reed.
Very good. Who played the bookwormish Henry Bemis?
He's dead.
In the classic Twilight Zone, Time Enough at Last.
Oh, Burgess Meredith.
That is correct. Richard Dawson played Corporal Blank Newkirk on Hogan's Heroes.
Corporal
Blank, what's his first name?
Zipperhead.
Nope. It would be Peter. All in the Family, what is Gloria's maiden name?
Bunker.
That is correct. Just give a little twist there. What profession did Venus Flytrap have before becoming a DJ on WKRP?
Pimp.
Not.
I know he went AWOL. The military. I don't know what.
He was a school teacher.
All right.
On Maude, what was Maude's husband's name?
Walter.
What city did the Petries live in on the Dick Van Dyke Show?
New Rochelle.
Correct. What show is the Dukes of Hazzard's spin-off? What show is the Dukes of Hazzard a spin-off of, I should say?
Masterpiece Theater.
Nope. Boss Hogg was a character who passed through Flo's Yellow Rose.
Okay.
On Laverne and Shirley, what was Laverne's favorite drink? Pepsi and Mocha is correct.
Wow.
How old was John Schneider when he first played Bo Duke on the Dukes of Hazzard? I'll give you choices.
22.
That's one of the choices. 18, 22, or 24?
Well, then I guess I'll take 18.
18 is correct. Who replaced Bo and Duke, Luke, whatever, those guys.
We don't know.
Coen Vance. And finally, what city provided the setting for One Day at a Time?
Chicago.
Incorrect.
Wait. See you driving in.
Race to it.
Race to it.
Race to the answer.
Detroit? Wait. Indiana. Indianapolis.
There we are.
Thank you.
Very good.
All right. Damn, it's fabulous. We have to break? All right. No way Liz could follow a show like this.
We'll be back with the Russ Martin Show.
busy. I never got around to my big-headed JD song. Great. Guess I can do it tomorrow.
Save it till Friday.
Why?
So I can hear it.
Screw it, I'll just do it now. Man, I got a whiz. Should have gone during that last break.
Let it fly. You're the boss. You're running things. Be where you like.
We got horse stuff all over the building now anyway, on the carpets. What the heck?
It's a trash can right there.
Maybe on the way out.
Possibly.
Why?
You're not going in here.
Why not?
This is our place.
I'll take the trash can out with me. I got to go bad. I mean, it's bad.
Well, go. Play another commercial.
Mark your territory. Come on.
Let me see. Where's my lyrics? Mavericks playing tonight?
Yeah.
Yes.
Which game of the series? Did they win last time?
Yes. In very cardiac arrest.
Right down to the
fashion.
wire.
Yeah.
It was 113-110, I believe.
They were ahead a grand total of 67 seconds during the entire game. They won it in the last minute or so.
Wow.
It was quite a game if you're into basketball.
Now, if they lose tonight, does anything bad happen?
Well, no, it's a best-of-7 series. They won the first game, so it'll be tied up, one apiece.
And they'll come back here.
So I wouldn't have any interest until they got further into the series.
Well, no, I mean...
if they win tonight, big deal. If they lose tonight, big deal.
Well, it is a big deal if they win tonight because they will have won 2 games in San Antonio and they can come back to their home court.
Yes.
And hopefully close out the series.
Okay.
They'll have a tremendous advantage if they can win tonight.
Then maybe I'll watch it.
Should be a good game.
I ain't watching it. Yeah, let's see here. You see this one coming?
Yes.
What?
Why are you doing this? It's just been beat up on me day.
No, it hasn't.
Yes, it has.
I was all over Trey today.
Oh, okay, I feel better.
I just said something to you because you're all over this airport thing and how they're not responsible for trucks on the runway.
Don't say that.
You did.
Get back into it.
Her story was full of holes.
Yes. Just
Your
like
words.
security.
Didn't say that.
Yes.
Okay.
And you said you don't even know that they verify the stories before they go on the air.
You said that. I did not say they don't verify stories.
You said you didn't even know if it was true.
My opinion, from what I saw, knowing that area, they weren't driving those buses onto airport. The airport operating area was called.
Did you follow the buses onto the airport?
No.
Did the story follow them onto the airport?
They didn't go past the second security guard with that.
So you don't know?
No.
So you're making suppositions based on ancillary information of which you could not have extrapolated from the story.
The hell was that?
I don't know. Did I make it through?
It was marvelous.
God,
good.
Dang. Just on that alone, I give up.
Here we go. This one didn't turn out too good, so this will probably be the last of my big-headed songs. This one was too easy. Were you here for Big-Headed John?
No.
Oh, it's a classic.
Maybe we can revisit that at another time.
Possibly. Here we go. Feel free to sing along, Everett.
Excellent.
Okay. Well, I'm big-headed. Check it and see. My circumference is 103. All of my hats I have to finance. I'm big-headed. Big-headed. You cannot read my mind through this thick ass filling rhyme. Honey, it's a chateau. Yeah, it's supported with lines, with car tires on the side. I gotta know, above my ears, is it starting to snow?
Take credit. Give me that. All right, well, you certainly have found where your range isn't.
I was close.
You weren't even in the... No.
Give my music back.
No.
All right.
It's time to go.
Oh, who made you in charge of going?
It's 6:59. Liz Wild's coming up.
Oh, she didn't come in here tonight.
Mm-mm.
Didn't I invite her?
You did. I think they're a little bit... A, they're getting ready for the show. B, she's a little afraid of you. I think.
Why would she be afraid of me?
I don't...
If she's been in radio long enough, she knows this is nothing more than an act. And I'm sure she knows that. Nothing that goes on in this studio is real.
Yeah, right. That's why there's a horse walking down the hall. There's crap all over this building.
Oh, by the way, the pictures of the horse are in the photo gallery now on russmartin.com.
Right. Nothing's real.
It's not.
Go to the horse gallery.
I wouldn't believe anything I ever heard on this show. Anything. Okay. Are you ready for the plugs?
I am ready.
Good, because I got to go bathroom.
Okay. Do it. What are you doing?
Nothing. What are you looking at?
Oh, Jesus.
Don't listen to him. You're running things.
Got to do the
You're
plugs.
disgusting. Speaking of the horse, thanks to the folks at Wagon Wheel Ranch, awagonwheelranch.com. Horse rentals, boarding, lessons, and hay rides. Oh, you know, Russ Martin, Jesus Christ. For more information about the Russ Martin Show, to email us individually, details on the Police and Firefighter Foundation, go to russmartin.com. To instant email us only during the show, go to studio at russmartin.com. For me, it's johndavidryan.com. For Eddie Boyd, eddieboyd.com. You're filthy. Go to TreyTrenholm.com for him. Dan, the weekend show is danantasos.com. For law issues, contact Everett Newton at DallasAttorney.com. Good. Call him at 214-823-LAWS. Limousine service provided by Ultimate Limousines. Contact George at limogeorge.com. You turn our studio into a urinal. The only official website that talks to live1053.com.
Wait.
Oh. Quit. Very nice control.
All right, I'm done.
All right.
Let's go. All right, we gotta go.